Hey, what's up guys, it's Sam here. How are you guys doing today? Because I'm having a fantastic day. Today I'm going to be reacting to the 2016 Bass Pro Shops Can-Am it's the night race at Bristol, so it'll be in the title. But it was delayed about half an hour, and now they're about to get underway. There's a little bit of rain, actually about 45 minutes, so yeah.
I think that's going to develop as the night goes on. I just think it's going to change. At one point you're going to see two-car make ground up on the top. I'm sure you'll be the first one up there to find the speed, and then everybody else is going to follow. So, going to be good shit. But I think our Bush Beer Chevy has been good practice, and we're going to be up all night.
Thanks for taking time. We'll be watching. Good luck.
Thank you.
We're right along with Ken and a few other this evening, one of those being the 15 of Clinton Boyd. He has a 5-hour energy in-car camera on board. He starts 31st. Just chatted with Kevin Harvick at the 4. He has the Bush Beer onboard camera starting 24th tonight. Casey Mears at the 13 has the Geico in-car camera, and he will start 21st. Starting 17th with the Smithfield onboard camera is Eric Almirola. Chris Buescher currently 31st in point. That is the Sprint in-car camera, and it will start 12th this evening. Ronnie Blaney putting the colors of Virginia Tech with the Ford on-board camera starting 4th tonight. And Denny Hamlin up the front row starting 2nd has Toyota on-board camera to do with that row starting position tonight. Great view from up top. Aerial coverage provided by our partners at Smithfield Foods. Let's go to Dave Hurst.
And Rick, remember the put of substance on this track that has grip in the low. It is rosin, which is sticky stuff that comes from pine trees. Basically,
guys, there is a lag on the TV. I don't know why, but there is. So I've been dealing with it.
The lower group would be the high group. The biggest question, rain may have not washed away all of it, is how long will it last tonight?
There will be a competition caution at lap 60 this evening. They can come to pit road. They just cannot add fuel before lap 60.
I think it's pretty interesting. Carl Evers has picked the bottom lane right here. We see even though that Ron.
Okay, so they're getting ready to go, and he still has not gone live quite yet.
It's very, very slick.
So I didn't mind.
They got the green flag.
They're about to do just that. Lights are off on the pace car. 2x2, 20 rows deep, 40 cars. All fighting for position. Bristol Motor Speedway. Big run around the track right now by Joe Gibbs Racing drivers. Marletta.
Hey guys, here we go. We're getting ready to go, guys.
Through 3 and 4 on the 24-28 degree banking.
Here we go.
Anticipating, bumping and banging from Bristol.
I know, the lag is unbearable.
The 11th, Denny Hamlin, great start. He gets to the outside of that 19. And Denny Hamlin takes the lead away from Carl Edwards early.
Denny Hamlin's what I predicted to win.
Sparks flying as he's rubbing the ground on the right side.
He started at 6, already worked himself up to 6th. At top lane, the same thing we saw last night. At top lane, the initial start of the race is better.
Denny Hamlin just turned a lap 15.
Oh, there's a 32.
It's his second lap run.
That's okay.
Clean racetrack in front of it. Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Carl Evans, Kyle Busch, and Ron Blaney to the top 5. Ryan Blaney trying to get by with Kenson. Kenson looking to the bottom.
Next, we're going to watch on Rick. The combination of do you run low, do you run high? That's a great onboard. Ryan Blaney, you see to the left, 20 back into the appears to the screen. You got a great run up the bottom of the track.
Bottom line working right now. Look at that. Kenson pulling away from Ryan Blaney. The lower groove is working.
Watching it goes to the left of the tires. Put that dark bottom for the racetrack. Really change direction well. Allows them to get off the power. Try to drive up to the
get better. The question is, how long will it last?
But Ryan Blaney makes the pass on Kenson. He's using the lower line, and it's working.
He's really low. Requires 21 coming into the corner. Right down on Abraham.
And Jesse said that he might be streaming sometime tonight, but I ain't watching that because I'm watching this.
For the lead. Denny Hamlin up high. Chase Elliott's going to take the lead.
Chase Elliott, come on, Chase. Come on, you got this. Yeah, yeah.
Chase Elliott clears
Oh,
it
look
and
at
leads at Bristol.
Charles over behind him, trying to bond. So there's been up. It's Elliott did. Now Denny Hamlin's making a run back on him.
Well, it goes up a little too high. Side. And now it's Denny Hamlin back to the front. Fighting back on the outside, Chase Elliott. Middle of the track for him. Oh, on the track goes Denny Hamlin.
That opened the door for Chase to get back to the bottom right here.
Kyle Busch also takes the second spot away.
I think the lag stopped.
The racetrack, so Kyle
I adjusted my
Chase Elliott.
HDMI cable
This up the front bumper, the
right here, and then
track is right there.
it just stopped. So, been having that for the last hour and a half, and now it's done.
Go up the track, Marty. That's exactly what happened to Denny Hamlin.
That's all I had to do. All I had to do.
So sensitive. You actually have to be below that line, on that black part of the surface. And Jeff, you know as a driver, it's very counterintuitive to what you've learned here over the past few years at Bristol. But you've got to be almost down on that apron, on that asphalt patch, to make that low line work, to make the car hook around the corner.
And just completing the 14th lap, the fans showing their respect to Tony Stewart, making his final Bristol start tonight with number 14. Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, 1 and 2. Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, 3, 4. Running fifth, Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, the sixth. All four of the Joe Gibbs Racing cars in the top 6 right now.
47 AJ Allgaier making a nice move on the 22 of Joe Logano, trying to get him up off the bottom of the racetrack. Joey fights back, gets in front of him though, and takes position.
So many of the fans were asking for a single groove racetrack. They like to see the bump and run to move a guy out of the way. Well, right now, the bottom of the racetrack is working for everybody that can stay down there, but they've got to hook their left side tires on that Rossi.
Already seen several drivers basically make small mistakes and cost them a lot of spots.
Way up the racetrack goes the 19, Carl Edwards. Matt Kenseth fighting for position just in front of him. Martin Truex Jr., Bass Pro Shops number 78, making a move to the inside of Carl. He's looking for the grip up there that he's familiar with as he just went back down to the low side, Rick. I talked to Carl right before the green flag. I said, are you going to take the inside line to start? He goes, yeah, I think it'll be grippy. But if it's not, I'm going to have to start searching around. And you can see that his competition runs well down there, but he had to find his car in the top group.
Rick, that's the key. We're going to hear that word all night long, searching around, because just because the bottom may be better right now at lap 21, we still have 479 laps to go. That groove is going to continue to move around.
Side by side, the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. able to clear the 58.
So Jeff Gordon running at 8. You know, I think the bottom line is an advantage to Jeff Gordon. He's won so many races, but most of those races were when the racetrack was a bottom groove racetrack. So I think Jeff Gordon coming back from retirement, sitting in this race car in Dale Jr.'s, I think this bottom line is advantageous to Jeff.
Hendrick, as the team, has led only one lap in the 7 races prior to tonight, and Chase Elliott and a young one, Ryan Blaney, who have been running up front until just now, when Kyle Busch has been able to take away the lead.
Yeah, Kyle. Whoa. I was going to fight off.
Ryan Blaney nose to tail, second and third.
Okay. Kyle.
Kyle Busch out in front at Bristol.
thinking, but come on, it's called a bacon three-way burger. What'd you expect?
The Bacon Three-Way Burger, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
I'm like a sponge for this stuff. I can learn it, get it, sell it. I can do this job in my sleep, but some people can do it. I just want to make sure this brain stays in hyperdrive.
Hey, we hear you. That's why AARP created Staying Sharp. It's more than brain games. It's a personalized 360 approach to brain health with assessments and tools that can help you keep your brain sharp. If you don't think this is right for me when you think AARP, then you don't know ARP. Get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities.
Fun Life Party is for everyone, man.
Women!
People of all genders. We don't care. We'll sell you beer.
We'll sell you a beer any day of the week.
How's it going? Hi. Today we're going to be comparing the roll-formed high-strength steel bed of the Chevy Silverado to the aluminum beds of this competitor's truck. Awesome. All right, let it drop. Let's see how the aluminum bed of this truck held up.
That's all the way through for sure.
Full on crack here.
You're aluminum now. You're gonna go.
Let's check out the Silverado steel bed.
Yeah, a couple dents. I expect more dents. Chevy clearly held up better than Ford.
Get the latest NASCAR news, results, and highlights delivered straight to your inbox. Never miss a story or last
Here's the caution. It looks like it's for a little bit of rain, but I'm not really sure.
Caution just come out. Rain.
Yeah.
Turn one. It's going to be throughout the track here in just a moment.
I'm not sure if it's
Cell that's passing
going to be a
through.
red flag.
So the caution has come out.
And
Precipitation.
not even like 50 laps in this race.
Rain here back on. So it was Kyle Busch who was able to make the pass and take away the lead from Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott led 14 laps. Kyle has led 10, and Denny Hamlin 8, as there have been 32 laps complete. Caution, the free pass. Going to the 15 of Clint Boyer. We just saw that car make its way around the pace car.
I apologize for that. Basically what happens is that this camera is so bad that it won't even work unless if it's plugged in and unplugged, so it got off real quick. I apologize.
It's a backyard barbecue in a 1,200-acre backyard. It's a tailgate party that doesn't stay at the tailgate. It's like a knockdown, drag-out street fight at 180 miles an hour. It's not just NASCAR. It's a wicked good time. The New England 300, September 25th, is NASCAR New England style.
What defines a legend? Is it mastery? Or destiny? IndyCar. The heart of racing. The legend continues at the IndyCar Grand Prix at the Glen, September 1st to 4th. Get tickets at theglen.com.
Today, we're talking about automotive awards. What if I told you there was a car company that received all of these awards?
One company, one award, and all these?
Chevy. Chevrolet is the most awarded car company of the last 2 years.
I love it.
I'm just going to stay in here. Is that okay?
Find your tag for 16% of MSRP on select models, or lease the all-new Chevy Trax for $169 a month. At your Central New York Chevy dealer, find new roads.
You can watch every Sprint Cup Series race with the ABC Sports app. Get closer. Additional camera angles, driver stats, and track information. It's available.
Full red race right now.
Connected TVs. You can download the app.
Screw the rain.
ABC Sports.
We raced in the rain last week in Mid-Ohio for the Xfinity
Discussion
Series.
has been what will happen with the bottom groove.
Hey, Kyle Busch will be leading us full red flag.
This is what the 18 team had to say.
Except it won't be halfway, so they can't call it.
Yep, like I said, once we got down there, straight through the field, everybody moved down, so I'll let you pick it up.
That conversation right between Kyle Busch.
But it's still pretty fun when your favorite drivers are being under a red flag.
And what, you He's asking.
I don't know why I love that so much.
When he can see out the window, what he sees around him in his mirror, but
Like back in the 2014 Daytona 500, that big like 6-hour rain delay, Kyle Busch was waiting the whole time.
Get a little rain shower is passing through the area. That is why we're under this caution. Let's go to Marty
Oh
Stein.
yeah, you can see those
Guys, goes on to
raindrops.
watch Kyle Larson tonight. Started 23rd. He is already up 13 positions, and of course, as you would expect, he's running the top group. He put on a show last night running the top group in the Xfinity Series race. Almost made it work for the win, and he radioed to his guys that the top is coming in really good. I hope the rain does not affect that at all, but for the last...
Am I the only one who really loves
he's
this
the
game?
fastest
This
car on
Huggies
the track.
game?
Fun to watch later on through the
Huggies
field.
little...
And using that top group and proving, Rick, that it does work.
Absolutely. I want to take a look at tonight's Ram
So adorable.
guys. Well, I think Kyle Larson has to be a topic of that. He has to find the guts to recover from that last lap spin at Walker's Leg. Cost him 25 points. A good run here tonight can get back on the way, back into chase contention.
And Jimmy Johnson, a guy that we think about having a tremendous amount of glory in this sport. It's 17 races since his last win, but perhaps more importantly, just hasn't had the speed to put himself in position enough to win races. So is this a race that he can find himself back in the front and get back in victory?
Well, we talked about the 42, only 37 laps in. Rick, he's already searching for grip up and down the racetrack. I think that's the dirt racer in him, looking for grip on the racetrack. Right here, you see he's going to go into the corner right on the right side door of the 2 of Brad Kozlowski. Yeah, the slower part was right. Has to be down the middle of the racetrack. But then as you see him go down to turn 1, he's just go all the way to the top, up against the wall, finding that grip. Look how well his car turns. Look at the acceleration he gets off the corner.
This whole key is to help you leave the corner so quickly, and just keep watching. As this race progresses, he's going to be higher. He's going to be scrubbing that wall. He's going to be right against it in the middle of the corner. He will push the borders of what the high line is. He'll get up there before anybody else.
Rain hasn't let up, so they're bringing the field onto pit road, and they will stop them. We will take a quick break and be right back to the world's fastest half mile.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 and a half, 16 and a half, 17, 18 and a half, 19 and a half.
I'm not retired yet, you knuckleheads.
21, 21 and a half, 22, 22 and a half.
The Ford Freedom Sales event is on. Our biggest event of the year just got better.
25, 25 and a half, 26,
Announcing 0 for 72 across the entire lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs.
29,
Plus,
29
tax
and a
vehicles now
half,
get a
30.
$1,000 smart bonus. That's freedom from interest and freedom to choose with Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 72 months across the entire
So
Ford
they
lineup.
have red
Plus,
flags
specially
then?
typed vehicles get a $1,000
Brought them on
smart
the pit
bonus.
road.
Quick question.
I think if it goes past 10 minutes, I'm gonna. Well, I didn't go past 10 minutes,
like
so.
3 times.
But eventually,
You know
we'll
we're gonna
stop
teach you how
that.
to use these. So, buy one phone for your kid and get one free for you. It's easier that way.
This back-to-school season, buy one Samsung Galaxy Note 7 and get a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge free. Plus, Sprint's network reliability is now within 1% of Verizon, and Sprint saves you 50% on most Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile rates.
And Mom, don't forget to poke your friends on Bookface.
Hey guys, do you like this new vlog camera that I got? I hope you do. You better.
Introducing McDonald's
I'll probably start using this one
100%
tomorrow.
chicken and no artificial colors, flavors, and now no artificial preservatives.
NASCAR on NBCSN is brought to you by Sprint, proud sponsor of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Ford, we go further, so you can. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Under red flag condition now as the rain has continued. They brought the cars onto pit road and teams are covering them up. Some of the drivers have already climbed out. Let's take a look at some replays already of the 38 laps that we have seen completed.
Yeah, Rick, we've talked a lot about the 42 of Kyle Larson and how he is very close to the chase standings. Well, the 6 of Trevor Main
Look
is
at
also
this.
close, only 8 points
Oh,
behind. You
damn.
hear the urgency there, trying to make the move to the right side of Matt Benedetto in the 83 car, and just it's too close, Jeff. There's just no room as the 83 comes up.
So how the wicked happens. 6 car, he just doesn't like quit trying. He's trying to get on the outside, trying to make it 3 wide, take advantage of 2 cars side by side. Now we're going to talk about it.
And we're talking, drivers use their hands a lot as far as showing exactly how the car is handling.
But you know, we talked about it before the race started. I mean, it's Bristol. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, you're just always pushing. You never can catch your breath. These things happen.
How about this? That's great to see. Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott getting an opportunity to chat a little bit in the middle of a race. Kyle took the top spot away from Chase Elliott. Elliott looked so strong early, using that bottom line to be able to get by Denny Hamlin for the lead.
Well, that's what's going to happen. As you see right here, the big Joe Gibbs contingent, along with the other Toyota Martin Truex, all getting together. We've had a quick 38-lap test. Now the drivers know what the track feels like, what their cars feel like. They can compare. As you see here, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex, Carl Edwards comparing what the start was for their automobile. I'm sure the next conversation these drivers are going to have are going to be with their engineers and their crew chief, coming up with a plan already. We guessed this way. Did we guess right? Which direction do we need to go with our car as we make it through later in the evening?
Pretty impressive. 2 young drivers, Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney, up in the top 3. Let's hear from Blaney. He's with partner.
That's right, Rick. It actually, you got to the bottom very quickly on the start. It didn't look like the bottom had the grip right away, but then it came to you. Just talked about that start and getting up the third.
Yeah, I think they're all lane.
Hey guys,
Stay up top and got to
we get one rain delay and then we get another one. Right?
I got rolling pretty good. We were really good on the bottom. Just pretty loose right there, and now we were just starting to swing the other way. So I feel like the top was coming in a little bit right there. We'll see where it goes after the track gets cooled off again, and then we'll have the resets. But I think if we did the tech before Tuesday, it's pretty good. Just
well guys, I'm going to stop this for you. I said if it gets 10 minutes, I'll stop it, but I'm just going to stop it right now anyway. I'll get back to you when the rain delay ends, or if I have more updates. Okay guys, we're back. Under caution, 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 35 seconds. That red flag was. Get ready, back, go. We're on lap 38, so let's go. And Chester's here now.
Can you get to halfway? Can you position yourself? So the combination of waiting all day, having to get out of the car, these drivers, when they drop the green flag, it's going to get very aggressive.
Aggressive? How about chaotic?
The two go together at this race.
Drivers will roll around the track for just a little bit here as they will make an attempt at drying pit road. Because if cars do have to make their way onto pit road, they want to make sure that that surface is dry as well.
Keep in mind, they have to dry pit road still. It won't take that long. It usually doesn't take that long, but they still have to dry pit road. They can't do that because the cars sit on pit road during the rain delay. So it usually doesn't take that long after the time that they pull off pit road to the time that they're going back green. But it takes longer than normal.
Less the track is dry. There have been some occasions where it rained, you drop the green flag and it rained all of a sudden quickly. But drivers really trust NASCAR to make sure the track's dry.
Remember back in 2001, I believe? It was raining right at the start of the race, and then a big crash happened in the All-Star race. On the first lap, Jeff Gordon came back, got a backup car, was in his backup car, came back to win the race. That was insane. So that wasn't alive back then, sorry.
If a caution came out prior to lap 60, no teams were allowed to add fuel to the cars, but they could come and make any adjustments, changes, tires to the car. They just were not allowed to add fuel. That's normal for a competition caution. And NASCAR has let us know that the competition caution will actually be longer than lap 60. It will come after lap 60, but until we get back to green flag conditions, they don't know exactly when that will be. So they will convey that to the teams as soon as we get back to green flag racing.
Okay, guys.
NASCAR always asks the cars to follow the pace car. The pace car's in the top lane. They
Look at
want
this
the pace
picture
car
of
to go in the
Chester.
top lane to try to drive.
Isn't that
On
adorable?
the bottom lane, like
I hope you guys can see that. Look at his eye. That's adorable.
And you see the 21 also a lane. Those guys are on the bottom. They want to get that rosin worked in. They want to get some heat in that because they're going to have to restart the bottom. So it's not unusual at all to see drivers go into the lane that they want to clean off before the green flag gets dropped.
Are you telling me that they're not going to follow instructions?
On a lap-by-lap basis.
I'll give you quarter by quarter.
And again, NASCAR added a rosin. It was sticky. It's almost like pine tar or tar that they put on the bottom of the racetrack, about 18 to 24 inches on the bottom of the racetrack to try to add grip to the bottom so the driver can hug the bottom of this racetrack. It's progressive banking. It goes from 24 degrees all the way up to 28 degrees to the top of the track. The preferred line has been moving up to the top of the track in recent years. NASCAR wanted to see if they could get a preferred line down at the bottom of the track as well. And so they added rosin. It worked fairly well for the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series last night. We'll see how well it works when we go back to racing at Bristol. Stay with us.
How oftentimes we hear the praises sung of wealthy men, but you very seldom hear them sing of the honest working man.
His hands may be both rough and hard.
His clothes and speech be plain, but you will find his manly heart without a spot or stand. Let us give 3 cheers
With right goodwill.
for the honest working man.
You and I, my brother and I, have always been rivals. We would dream about racing each other in Monaco.
Chester.
We were born brothers. Competition made us friends. Wishbowl in a 2017 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Chester.
Get more movies with Time Warner Cable. The wait is over.
Seriously?
For an eye-popping animated joyride, says
Come
Rolling
here,
Stone.
come here, here. The picture, the
As a
picture.
valued customer, you get instant access to over 3,000 of the hottest new movie releases, starting at $3.99. Oh my gosh. Like the Angry Birds movie. Just go to Movies on Demand.
You know what? You're being so mean to me.
On Time Warner Cable.
We are individuals.
I want to eat you.
We are determined to grow, build, and cultivate the life of our dreams.
Ow! You're hurting me, Chester.
Number 1 subcompact tractors.
Stop spitting in my pocket. There's no cookie in there. I already ate the cookie that was in there.
We are Kubota.
Celebrating 70 years of business.
NASCAR Drive is NASCAR.com's live race day companion. Select your car video or camera angle, access integrated driver stats, lap-by-lap commentary, and social conversations, all in real time. You won't miss a lap when you visit NASCAR.com/drive on your personal computer right now. Welcome back to Bass Pro Shops NRA Night Race. Let's go to Dave Burns.
And Rick, remember at the start of the race, pole sitter Carl Edwards lost ground, back to 7th position now, and it was the line that he thought was going to be good was not so good, that inside line. He wants his spotter, Jason Hedleski, to be very aggressive with him at the restart.
Chester.
Chester. Let me know where it's rolling faster. Follow me around. It'll be right up on the top, but we'll be stuck here for a second, you know. If I get a chance, let's go for the top.
Jeff sometimes wanted to be a little passive, but Carl really wants to know what his spotter sees in the rest of the field.
And I mean, the thing is, he was saying, tell him quick, don't, you know, be aggressive with me. Tell me, don't, you're not going to hurt my feelings by yelling at me and telling me what to do. And, you know, again, we talk a lot about this racetrack and the situations that it puts the drivers in, and that's one of those things. Things happen so quickly here. He wants that information right now.
guy who has been most successful on sprint short track racing has been Carl Edwards. 2 straight short track wins. The last with 3 straight was Rusty Wallace back in 1993. Sprint's network reliability. Now only 1% of Verizon switched today. Say 50% on most Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile rates. Visit a Sprint store or sprint.com/network today.
Rick, before this fancy timing and scoring and all the apps you have now to keep track of lap time, you go to a short track, you only need about 2 or 3 stopwatches. Look at Jeff, you could just put one on Rusty Wallace, and you knew whether it was Bristol, Richmond, Martinsville, any of these short tracks, if you were anywhere close to Rusty Wallace in practice, you were going to have a good day.
And also back then, if you weren't running good, you just walk up to Rusty and say, hey, I need some help. And he'd say, what you got? And he'd go. He'd set your car up for you in the garage. He'd help you out.
That's pretty good. A few raindrops falling there in front of the pace car as we saw. There have been things that haven't gone well for Rusty Wallace and Jeff Wilson at this racetrack. Pushed out.
This is the move used after Vegas in 2002, Rick. There was only one lane, so if the car in front of you was in it, you needed it, you had to move him out of the groove.
Jeff was good at that. 5-time winner, and as I mentioned, the rain looked to be coming back, and it is pouring once again.
Okay.
Absolutely pouring. The jet drivers are still on pit road, so they're going to have a little bit of trouble getting
my
to pit
phone.
road here as soon as the jet drivers will move.
I need to vlog this.
The direction
Oh, there
they
it
will
is.
head back.
It's raining hard enough now. In all seriousness, the drivers are going to have to
Well,
really be careful. Remember, these are slicks.
Yeah,
They're going to have
pouring.
to really slow down. And there is
God
no good whatsoever. I know
damn
they're
it.
going 5 miles
That's
an
all
hour.
I can say
We've
right
seen
now.
cars
There's
flying
God
down the cars in
damn
these kind of
it.
conditions.
I'm going to be up all night, guys. I swear we're going to be here at 5 a.m.
Richie, you're already worried about the mechanical side of the car. Remember, there are no side windows in here, so this water is pouring in both the driver's side through the window net and the passenger side. It could get on the radios, get on the electronics, could go down the power.
Whoa!
Really into the engine through the throttle body, so you have concern.
Didn't even get to go back green.
And once again, the field being
Oh my
on the pit
God.
road, following after the pace car that
Why?
has been covered.
Why?
It was a deluge. It came
No.
down. Cars have come down tonight.
Why me?
And we thought
And
the
it's
cell was going
millions
to
of other
get to
people
us.
watching
It
on
did a
TV
little
right
bit
now, but
quicker
why me?
than was anticipated. And take another look at the radar. This cell that's right above us right now. You see a little bit of orange there as it was raining hard for a moment. It's still raining fairly hard, and you can see that it looks like it might keep going for quite some time here. Moving right through the Bristol Motor Speedway area, and the team once again will cover the cars back up. They gave it a valiant effort. The track was dry, the cars were fired up. They were making a few laps. Officially, they made 10.
Yeah, they placed the umbrella.
Yeah, the umbrella.
Wait for this thing to turn red.
The inside of the
Then
car
we're going
is
to start
dry.
stopwatch.
That's where the radio is. The radio's on the
Boyer,
outside
what are you
door.
doing, man?
Just trying to keep that water outside of the race car.
We need to get.
Boyer trying to get back.
We could do like Mid-Ohio
Pit
last
road
week. Oh, there's
stop
red flag.
once again.
We could do like Mid-Ohio last week. But that's a road course. We only do
And once
rain
again,
tires
the
on the
red
road
flag
course.
comes out.
Well, so guys, that's gonna be this again.
Mother Nature is not
I'll see you more updates. It's 10:55 right now. I'll see you guys later. Well, guys, I guess I'm gonna be seeing you guys again tomorrow because at 1 because the race is gonna be finished tomorrow at 1 p.m. on CNBC. So that sucks. I was really hoping to be a night race. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay guys, so we're back. 4:34 today, 17 hours, 36 minutes, and 48 seconds. They're rolling the cars back off now. And the race is supposed to go back at 1, but then more rain. Now it's at 4:30, so gosh, damn. I think that's the end of the rain though. I don't think they're supposed to be coming back. I know, I didn't change my shirt. Don't judge me.
So this car is sitting on sticker Goodyear tires. They are definitely not coming to pit road. So keep the front pit free position.
rows, 8 rows in front of you, and you're in the wreck. So anytime you play strategy and you move yourself backwards, it is dangerous.
First good thing that happened is all 40 cars started, and they're rolling around the track. Now, pit road is not open yet. You guys mentioned that this will be a red or a yellow flag. It's gone from red to yellow. But pit road is not open until they drive pit road. Pit road
still gotta
is
drive pit road.
closed right now for the teams to come down, so they're not allowed on the pit road yet.
There's just something about these drivers that makes it imagine wait. I expect this to be, exciting early. Even though we have 451 laps to go, even though the radar looks good, I don't think any team is expecting the race at halfway. It's just the frustration, the anticipation. They've been sitting in their motorhome. Really, remember, these guys haven't been on the racetrack for a couple days now. They ran 30 laps last night, but they've been thinking about this race now. A little tease in practice, a little tease in the race, sitting in the motorhome thinking about how their car's going to drive. They want to get out here and make some laps. There's something about it that I expect to be exciting early.
Carl Edwards won the pole on Friday, and he chose the inside line to start the race. At the start of the race, Denny Hamlin was on the outside, and that outside line worked great for Denny initially, and Denny was able to get out front, lead the first 8 laps, but then Chase Elliott moved to the bottom of the racetrack to get back by Denny Hamlin to take the lead away. So we saw the outside line work early, and then the lower bottom line work later in the race.
Not just last line, but also Friday night. It's on the outside line. Really important to the front from the outside. So I fully expect Kyle Busch to start on the outside, even though we talked about that revenue model of the racetrack, drifting and things. But again, the drivers don't have evidence that makes drift when it's not hot, when it hasn't been run on. So I fully expect in this race car to see Kyle Busch get on the outside.
Kyle Busch, the race leader, he's out front now. He was also out front in the Xfinity Series race. They were battling. It was Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski fighting for the top spot when this took place.
You guys basically going to win. We've said it over and over and over, Steve. If you're a Keselowski fan, you think it's Kyle's fault. If you're a Kyle fan, you think it's Keselowski's fault.
No, I think it's Kyle's fault, even though I'm Kyle fan.
So these guys do. The Cup drivers, they go at it. They go at it aggressively. Visiting Bristol means a lot. Bristol puts you in situations where you get in these races. You talk about those situations. You talk about the track and the movement around. But the simple thing is when you have the opportunity to make a pass and complete a pass, especially for the lead, you have to take that position. And that's what we saw right there. 2 drivers trying to take a position. Kyle Busch thought he was making a pass, and Brad Keselowski defended.
After the race, Kyle was out of the race. He made the comment he thought Brad Keselowski was a dirty racer. Brad's response to that was, well, if he thought I was a dirty racer, then we're both dirty racers. And actually, listening into the 18 radio, Kyle Busch had this to say actually about the track conditions right now.
We're getting really close to go back to racing. We just gotta drive pit road, and then we'll be racing. Yay!
That was just moments ago on the radio.
And I think that's exactly what we were talking about. These guys now know what to expect with this product that's been added to the racetrack. This is the first time it's ever happened. I mean, this is a brand new experiment. They're trying something. So they've seen now in 2 races at the start of the race, the bottom is not the place to go. So that's why I said I thought Kyle was on the outside. Carl Edwards picked the inside last night to start the race. But again, you only had 1 race sample to go on, and they added material before last night's race. There's just, you don't know what the right thing to do is. But clearly you need to see it.
Beautiful sight. The sun is shining down on Bristol Motors. Let's go to Dave Burns. And bring back just a moment to that Friday night
lights
crash
to be
between Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch. Brad's crew chief, Paul Wolf, has been with you for a long time. He said, we always hold each other accountable on stuff like that. Remember back at Watkins Glen when he got into Martin Truex Jr. on the final turn and they wrecked? That was going for 2nd place. I kind of questioned Brad on that, brought it up to his attention and said, man, that wasn't for the win, so that might not be such a great move next night. Well, last night, Friday night, I was totally on his side. He didn't have anything to do with that. He was just trying to race for the win, Mike.
And Dave, both sides of the story, very aware of the situation. This track notorious for paybacks and things of that. Initially, and certainly Adam Stevens, the crew chief for Kyle Busch, very aware of it. I spoke with him yesterday, asking him whether or not he had spoken with Kyle about the situation. Said he had planned to, and he was obviously concerned that something might happen because of the reputation this racetrack has, and knows that emotions would boil over here today. Focusing on the race car,
opportunity to do something for someone else that you do think gives you respect, you won't do that for the guy that doesn't give you respect. So, you know, it's confidence. Every driver has their own business. They have to drive the way they think is best. There's no question of drivers that like each other and drivers that don't like each other. And it's all about the respect they're going to get from the other driver.
Coach, they've got a few extra caution laps here. NASCAR has told us that it will be lap 85 for the competition caution. So lap 85 is 30 laps from now for that competition caution. Joey Logano just moments ago, the team communications talking about the line.
There will be a caution on lap 85 now. So, because it was supposed to be at lap 60, but since of all the weather and the cautions and the red flags and everything, they're pushing it back to lap 85. So, yeah.
Long ways to go. Thankfully, looks as though precipitation in the area, so we hope to get all 500 laps in this afternoon. Now, as I say that, this afternoon, totally different as far as what the crew chiefs and teams were set up for last night. They were set up for a night race, and now we've got intermittent sun shining down onto this racetrack.
I think that's always a concern. You're expecting the race to happen tonight and happen on the day. But I think that really would affect the track that you have a tremendous amount of notes for, more than a track like Bristol this weekend. And I say that because we've talked numerous times about the product that's been added to the racetrack. There's already a lot of questions with all the drivers and crew chiefs about what lane you're going to run. So there's already so many variables coming into this race. And I think the track conditions from day to night is just one more you can add to the list. I'm not sure if we're ever going to know if that made a difference because there are so many other question marks about the racing surface.
2x2, the cars are working their way around the world's fastest half-mile, Bristol Motor Speedway. And all the lights are off the pace car.
Lights are off on the pace car, man. This is the longest time that Kyle Busch has ever led before.
42 laps
Keep going. You guys ready? Keep going.
Around lap 85. Kyle Busch has chose the outside line. Chase Elliott will restart on the inside line. What went from the Bristol night race now to the Bristol afternoon race.
What a race drive. I'm like going to be pissed if it was.
Field back in the hands of Kyle Busch on the outside to number 18. Chase Elliott.
Here we go. Back in the air. Oh, Kyle Busch. Way.
And a great restart by Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin as well. That high line making it work. He takes second away from Chase Elliott. Martin Truex Jr. making the high line work also as he gets by Chase Elliott. Elliott trying to maintain his position. Not fall back any further. He lines up and goes up a little bit higher now as a couple of drivers come down to the bottom of the racetrack, like Jeff Gordon in the 88, coming from Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Same kind of start we saw from the initial start of the race. At the top had grip early. But we saw at the bottom come in with the laps in that run. We'll have to see if the 88 there with Jeff Gordon will be able to make that bottom work.
Chase Elliott stays in front of the 88. Chase Elliott in the 24. Jeff Gordon in the 88. The 42. Kyle Larson making the high line work for him early in this race. Ryan Blaney just behind him in the 21. Virginia Tech covers.
These multiple moves like this, you see Ryan Blaney trying to get on the outside of Jeff Gordon. When you get a guy that isn't in the best lane or is hard in the drive wheel, you can get him pinned down and get the line going on the outside. It's almost the same as losing the draft at Daytona and Talladega. You lose your momentum on the bottom. You just cannot carry the speed. So Ryan Blaney's trying to use the momentum of the guys that went before him to get by Jeff Gordon.
Jeff, no surprise seeing Jeff Gordon on the bottom of the racetrack. Spoke with his crew chief, Craig Ives. He said they practice about 80% of their laps down low, but they wanted to make sure they had the versatility to work the middle lane and the high line. And now you see Jeff Gordon working towards the top, trying to make that work. Everybody would seem in the garage believing the high line, at least by the end of this race, will be the place to be.
Jeff Gordon got a really good restart. So he restarted in 8th spot. We saw him racing before, so he got a really good restart. Really trying to make that bottom work, and he lost a lot of those spots. Maybe trying to go to the bottom just a little bit early
Blaney. He has moved up to second. Martin Truex Jr. third. Kyle Larson is fourth. Chase Elliott trying to hang on to his position. Parker.
He's gotten up to second position, but it's no surprise for many people in this field. When I talked to a lot of crew chiefs and drivers, I asked, who do you feel is the main competition? Maybe it's dark horse in the field. And they all pointed to that 21 car, Ryan Blaney, especially with his ability to have speed on the bottom. Although last night, he felt like the bottom wasn't there, but the heat of the day, he felt like the bottom was coming in. You see that right now.
And you see the chase bubble on the left. The reason why the one of Jacob McMurray is now above the cut line and Kyle Larson is below is because the 34 of Chris Buescher is in the top 30 in points. That moves him above anyone that has just a point because he has a win and he's now into the top 30. Race for 30th, 11 points to the good for Chris Buescher. 34, he's racing against the 23 of David Reagan for that 30th spot in points.
Rick, remember, this is Bristol. And we are, in lap 78. There's a lot of racing left to go. We've seen great runs beginning in the last 10, 15 laps. A lot of racing left to go.
Right, this last is the 2. Casey Kane in the 5.
Talk about how long the race is, 500 laps. We heard Austin Dillon mention at the beginning of the show how he had to survive. He had to survive at the end of the race. He felt that's how he had the opportunity to win the Xfinity race on Friday night. He's looking to do the same thing again. Well, that's survival. And in a place like Bristol, with short, half-mile, sub-16-second laps, can even be a lap down, Rick. Even if you lose a lap early in this race, I won't say it's no big deal, but that doesn't end your day. You need to stay patient, stay working on your race.
Or on Casey Kane. Let's go back to Sark.
Now, I just looked at the crew chief, Keith Bond, just before the race began, and then to get an assessment on how he felt the first 48 laps went yesterday. He said they felt pretty good about it, especially how they were racing against the 4 of Kevin Harvick. You see him right behind him. Casey Kane said they were holding their own with Harvick. He felt like Harvick was one of the best cars on the track, so they felt pretty good about that. And since the restart, they picked up 9 positions, so they continue to move toward the front.
Just this and Pocono. I refuse to see another rain delay until Chicago, which is about a month from now.
You're about 200 yards away.
You see the impact of the lower car, and the impact that it does have. These sources are having trouble and kind of build everybody up and allow the 19 of Carl to get by the Casey Kane. Carl never was going backwards, and this is what we talked about, the racetrack change. He restarted this race. We saw him running really good yesterday. He started this race at 8. He's worked his way back to 11.
Yes, the caution should be any second now.
He's struggling a little bit right now. Probably needs to try to get rubbered up a little bit.
Here it is, right up.
One of the things that the restart of the
Now.
race had to work on.
Never we talk about being patient.
Now, don't worry, that's distracting now. Now, oh, there it is! I was right the first try. The first try, I got it. You couldn't have done that if you tried.
This is the competition clock
And I just did it on accident.
of the race. Anticipated this coming out.
What do you mean I'm being very competitive?
Held on to the lead in the second half with the lead for himself and Ryan Blaney.
You see why it's so hard to stay patient because the Cowboys mix up the yellow jacket laps. While there are 500 of them, happening very quickly.
Pretty fast, we go to 23 of David Reagan. Take a look at David Reagan was involved in this. A little bit of contact between the 23 and the 7.
Yeah, you see that's right in front of the 18 who had committed to the top above the 10. So if the 23 and the 7 had an issue, went up the racetrack, they would have been right in front of the 18. Parker?
21 car, Ryan Blaney is going to hit out of second. He played to be a little bit too tight in the center. He wanted to get his brakes back down in the car there. He'll need to wet adjusting 4 tires and stuff on the field. Marty? Parker Kyle Larson hits from third. He's going to tight in the exit.
Huggies little movers.
All brake shape. He said, I don't know if the tight condition is because of the overnight cycle on the tires or what, but poor fresh. What are your tires for him, Mike? That's the same handling conditions for Jeff Gordon as he experienced last night. Loose off, although the car's a little bit more tight.
Oh my God.
They're going to go with a 4-tire change and air pressure adjustment. Matt Kenseth, again, a 4-tire change. Pretty happy with the car and air pressure.
Okay guys, so they're back under caution. 6 minutes. Or, yeah, 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So,
Hey, Denny, it's Jeff. You got a moment to talk? So you got guys made a great strategy call with 2 tires on. How's that working out for you?
It's not bad. Our car's actually been pretty good on the short run. We saw some balance on the long run, so we're going to have 50 lap shootout here. A little bit of a tire disadvantage with the guys around us, but I think our car's fast enough for me to still hang in there and try to challenge for the win.
We've seen the inside lane very difficult on restarts, even leaving when you first leave, not just when you get to turn 1, it's difficult to get leaving. What are you going to do to try to combat that?
Try to do the best that I can. You know, everyone's been struggling with it for sure. For whatever reason, it just seems like that bottom line needs for the tires to grip to it. So I'm sure it's not going to be any better here after this race.
They're back under yellow after 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
Still amazes me how much access we're able to have to these drivers. And we just 50 some laps to go.
Just off the 3 of the top 4. Yeah. In the heat of the battle, these guys trying to win this race. And as you just mentioned, see, winning this race means a lot. You know, I think people, when you win a race, they think, well, it doesn't matter anymore. You're just going to experiment. It doesn't matter if you win. It does matter. Those bonus points are huge. We've seen the championship won by 1 point, a tie. So points matter. So be there to get these bonus points for Austin Dillon. How big would it be to win a race? So for those drivers who take time to talk to us, it's unbelievable.
Let's listen back into the 3 radio.
Right there in front of you, all 1 races this year. So, you know, they really ain't got nothing to lose. And we make this change here, winning. It's going to be way easier going in.
Right now, Austin Dillon has the most points, and the drivers looking to point their way in.
Love listening in there, but I'm not sure what to take. Does that mean be careful of the top 3, or you can
pretty aggressive around the top 3?
Here we go.
Well,
That
guys,
green.
one thing's for sure, those guys have a lot to gain by bonus points, but they have nothing to lose. So, but Austin Dillon does have a little bit to lose right now. As it goes, he's 56 points good to making the chase. We don't want to give that up, and winning immediately.
Come on, Austin Dillon.
Being in control, very important. He's the control car as they re-enter the restart zone.
Good restart by Austin.
Austin trying to clear the 11 of Denny Hamlin, going through 1 and 2.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Great restart for
Above
Austin Dillon.
Stenhouse.
Denny Hamlin trying to hang on to that 3rd spot now. Here comes Ricky Stenhouse Jr. on the high side. He's trying to take 3rd away.
You know, you mentioned earlier about how
Crap!
he was corner. It's not just with corner entries. You see he drives away from the 11. Just seems like there's a lot of aggression. He knows this is one of his best racetracks. A win here is really, I feel, his best, maybe his only option before the chase.
Line on the racetrack goes to 17, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Battle for the lead. Austin Dillon to the bottom of the racetrack. Kevin Harvick up high.
One thing we don't know is these cars sat for a long time. Air pressure changes. You know, these weren't able to put tires on. We're never make air pressure adjustments. So this car sitting may favor some cars more than others.
Continue to move up to the bottom of the racetrack. Harvick running up high. Just how close they are, averaging over 130 miles an hour around this half mile.
Think about these young drivers. You know, 2 of the top 3 are young drivers with Audi Cup win. Imagine what they feel like right now with less than 50 to go. And you can see the leader is Bristol.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. still without a win. His best finish came with Bristol back in 2014, a 2nd place finish. Austin Dillon, his career best finish is 3rd at Talladega earlier this year.
A little wrong there with Kevin Harvick. You have to get out of the throttle. He's not able to be in the throttle and stay in it. So that tells me that with a little bit of rain, he's lost a little bit of handling with the car.
Harvick, Dillon, Stenhouse Jr., Hamlin, Busher. Can't forget about Chris Busher, the day he has had. After winning at Pocono, needing to get into the top 30, now running in the top 5 in this race, top 30 in points. Let's talk about strategy. Well, under 43 to go. How about my Smithfield booth?
Rick, we've talked about how important what lane you are on the restart. Seems like the top lane has really been dominant. But then short run speed versus long run speed. Before Kevin Harvick, it takes a few laps for him to get going. But after 8 or 10 laps, he seems to pull away from the field. The 17 of the offense seems to fire off really good on the restart. Will we have some more caution for restarts? And
Yes, we will.
That's the big question. Will we have another restart? Will we have another caution? Denny Hamlin, it was Mike past the 3.
Austin Dillon did everything he needed to do on the restart. It's just the car is just not quite good enough to stay where it needs to be. If he can hold Chris Buescher behind him, then he will have another shot. If we get another caution to restart in that 4th position again, which I think is better than starting 2nd or 3rd.
And how about Chris Buescher? Yep. Never having a top 10 in the Sprint Cup Series until he wins the rain short race at Pocono. Backing that up with a top 5 run currently at Bristol.
David Murray right behind him needed solid finishes to put himself into the playoff situation. So all these cars having really good days and big implications for all of them.
And all these points to the game here, JJ Murray among them. They need points because these are guys trying to point their way into the chase. And how about the recovery for the guy right in front of them, Chris Buescher? Remember, came in fourth a moment ago, got too close to the wall, came out 12th. He was able to make his way back up to the field, so a nice recovery for Chris Buescher. And the 2 guys in 2nd and 3rd right now, yes, those are the same 2 guys who got speeding penalties on the first stop of the day thing and rallied back. Ricky Stenhouse, Denny Hamlin, now with a shot to win this race after penalties early on. And one real quick note, guys, we saw on the bubble earlier how Kyle Larson falls so far behind. They have cut oil line. They had to replace that on pit road when we went back to paint here a moment ago. So that's why Kyle Larson fell back some of these spots.
Many, many laps. 2 laps down. 4 laps in this race. Now it's been able to battle back. As has Denny Hamlin, also 2 laps down. Back and running 2nd and 3rd. Kevin Harvick has definitely been the strongest today. Especially late in this race. Now a 2.5 lead. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
See the 4 car behind the 4 car a couple laps down. That's going to continue to be an issue for 4. Well, he's done a great job. The first 3 had the lap actually pulling away from the 17 to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. extending his lead.
It's a little easy for Kevin Harvick to take the leader. Drivers are racing harder, not trying to go a lap down. But these 2 guys now really have to pay attention to when he tries to make the move. If he does it at the wrong time, the 11 will stay by him. So he can't just drive it in there wherever he wants to. He has to be a little bit smarter than Kevin can drive without having to play defense at all.
Harvick, bad qualifying day on Friday, had him started 24th. He's been able to overcome that, work his way up to the front. In the lead, under 30 laps to go. Bristol to get his 2nd Bristol win. It's the 11 radio, Denny Hamlin. Gap, 2.7 seconds. Harvick and Hamlin.
Jeff, how much of it's just written? How much do you listen to your spotter, or how much is it just natural instinct as you catch these lap cars? You just understand, trying to get the timing right, catching them off the corner on corner entry, not catching them in the middle of the corner.
Kevin Harvick is even in the middle of the corner. He catches the 78 and had a lot of problems. He is already thinking about what do I need to do with the 78. He's been watching where the 78 has been running, been watching where the 21's running. You don't get with that car and decide how to match them. You've been paying attention for several laps as they get closer to you. Stay with the racetrack because it's so fast. You're running 15 and a half second laps around a half-mile racetrack with a lot of other cars on the racetrack with you, so that rhythm that you get in is so important.
The 18 cars on the lead lap. Kevin Harvick just 25 laps to go. Murray running 6th, Jimmy Johnson 7th, Carl Edwards 8th, AJ Allmendinger, top 10 run, running 9th, Joey Logano in 10th. Logano had won the last 2 night races at Bristol, and now all the way back in 10th for this year. Kevin Harvick, the champion of the Sprint Cup Series, 40-year-old out of Bakersfield, California, only 1 previous Bristol win.
And Rick was for the 2nd race in a row. We've seen at Bristol with our names maybe we didn't expect to be in the top 10, whether it's the unique track that maybe it's not all about horsepower and
We could just have a caution. We just have a caution and then like Stenhouse should win. Or like Austin Dillon. But like Austin Dillon probably not gonna win.
He's running 17, so again, he's having another good run. Parker.
Harvick is in the lead now. He's won here before, but his crew chief, Rodney Childers, has not. And he told me yesterday before the race, he said, 4 out of 5 times I've been here, Kevin, I felt like we could win. I think of 90% of the races I've run here, I finished in the top 3. This is a huge race for me personally. I want to win this race, and I want to win it. And Harvick is going to be coaching tonight.
One thing that has never happened here is Stewart Haas Racing has never won at Bristol. That could change. Kevin Harvick's able to stay out front for the next 18 laps.
Think about momentum. All we've heard for the last 2 months has been Joe Gibbs Racing with a little bit of Penske sprinkled in. Stewart Haas Racing, they want to win a championship. They want to be head of the chase. They've obviously been working very, very hard as of every race team to try to get their cars better. But nothing is better than success. That's the ultimate momentum in racing.
And you and I just talked about it the other day. We were a little worried about this whole car. We were a little bit worried that Kevin Harvick go out and see laps and dominate practice and do all those things. But today he's serving notice that they are a real threat for this championship.
Hit by Brian Scott, not down the car. Looking to skip past the 23 of David Reagan, also laps down.
Now with 15 to go, Kevin Harvick just wants to see this thing finish in the green. He has a decent 2-second lead, so he can pick and choose his moments in lap cars a little more carefully. He doesn't have to put his car in bad situations, but he definitely doesn't want another restart, Jeff.
And I don't think he's the only one who wants to see this thing. If you think about Austin Dillon, Chris Buescher, Davis, and Murray, these are all guys that now aren't in position to win unless something crazy happens. But they don't want something bad to happen. They got the points they need right now, so they're just wanting no caution and have this thing in. Now Ricky said out Jr., he's hoping for a caution. He's hoping for something to happen that can be tangible on a late race.
You mentioned Joe Gibbs Racing and Penske. Those two organizations have been dominant here. The Toyotas and Chevy or Fords. But how about Chevrolet? They have 43 wins here, but the last one came back in 2004. That last night race came back in 2004, and it was Dale Jr. who won. Amazingly enough, the night race started today is going to end as a night race again.
Oh, we ran 37 laps.
Last night, but obviously, as we're closing in on 7:35 here on the East Coast, 10 laps to go. It is once again a night race. Dave.
Second good run of the year at Bristol for AJ Allmendinger, currently ninth. The first one was spoiled by
You know, we'll see day races that start as day races that turn into night races. But when do we ever see a night race that turns into a day race? What?
9 to go in the fourth. Kevin Harvick does have a 2-second lead, but look at the traffic. He has an 83 side by side with the 42 and the 38. He's going to have to find his way through here. And as these cars are side by side, it's going to cost him a lot of time quickly, Jeff.
It's cost him a lot of time. About a 2-second differential right now between Harvick and set out.
See if he can negotiate his way through. Navigate through all of the lap traffic in front of him. Kevin Harvick trying to hang on. Under 7 laps to go. Now he goes to the bottom of the track. Right side to battle for fourth position.
Okay, 7 to go. I'm going to film the rest of it for you guys.
Buescher.
I just want to caution so Stenhouse can win. I have a chance to
Today
win.
in Bristol. To back up that run that he had when he won Pocono 2 races ago.
Still out there on your line. Clear.
He won that race 2 weeks ago. Now he's battling Jimmy Johnson, a 6-time champion for a top 5.
Well, those are 2 Xfinity Series champions you see on the right side of the screen in front of 2 Sprint Cup Series champions, Jimmy Johnson and Carl Edwards. Sprint Cup Series. I want to give Carl Edwards, you know, I did the points. I didn't give him that. I mean, he's on better.
For the championship, he's got the nod on most wins that season. Kevin Harvick, though, is a champion out front, trying to get another Bristol win.
I just want to caution, like there's 3 to go. If you have caution, please.
3 laps to go, and it happens fast. 15-second laps. This one will be over in 45 seconds or less. Trying to get by to 83. Back a minute.
There you go.
Caution,
2 laps
please.
remaining.
Like now, right now, like, oh my god, he's spinning now, like, please.
Still
It's over.
about 1.8 seconds. Harvick just trying to get through this last lap. White flag in the air. One more time.
Spin, come on, Harvick, spin, wreck. Stenhouse, go like
Kevin
superpowers.
Harvick down the backstretch for the final time. Through 3 and 4. Harvick's going to win at the last great.
Oh, congratulations.
Harvick wins at Bristol.
Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Almost a 24-hour delay. The time that this race was supposed to start last night. Until the finish tonight. Kevin Harvick wins at Bristol. Just Harvick's second win at Bristol. It's been quite some time since that last win. It was 2005. The first time that Stewart Haas Racing has won at Bristol. And paying respect to co-owner Tony Stewart making his final Bristol start. Kevin Harvick wants to have him join him in a victory lap.
Oh my god, he's got it.
Come on, thank you, with me. All right, with you.
Well, you're a driver next to another driver, he's pointing at you, waving at you, exactly what you want.
So he's like, well,
Adjustment there as well, and your leader, Kyle Busch, 4 tires, no adjustments, he's very happy with his race car.
Yeah.
he will win the race off the pit road.
Yeah.
Ryan Newman right behind him.
Ram has won countless awards. And we have best-in-class fuel economy, along with an exceptionally smooth ride. So, what does all this award-winning engineering add up to? Ram, America's longest-lasting pickups.
If you want to slash
Get a great deal during the Ram Summer Clearance Event. Get 0% APR for 72 months, plus an average $6,260 in total values on the 2016 Ram 1500 Big Crew Cab. Spontaneously turns romantic. Why pause to take the bill? Or stop to find a bath? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy for sex. Do not take Cialis or take nitrates for chest pain or attendance for pulmonary hypertension because it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol during sex. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, or muscle. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an emergency lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing, vision, or any symptoms of allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis and a $200 savings card.
Tyler, Mr. Rose, thanks for making me feel like I'm at a real beach party. Yeah. Strawberry mango margarita? Pina colada, I can't get something like across my tongue. Makes you wish you were part of a real conga. Oh, yeah? Well, people left behind you, you'll be pleasantly surprised. What makes you think that I'd be the one for that? Hey, buddy. What? Hey. Yeah, right here, my friend.
Jump in the line for Island Breeze Frozen Drinks, part of Frozen Drink Headquarters. And don't forget, half-price shakes after 8 p.m. all summer. And get a free slush when you download the new Sonic app.
Tested by the world's best drivers. And awesome. With 20 colors. That's like Undisputed F1, the Belgian Grand Prix, next Sunday, 7 Eastern on NBCSN.
NASCAR on CNBC is brought to you by Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Arboni, are you ready? Smithfield Foods. And by Proudly Propane, clean American energy. 21 has a little bit of an issue on pit road slow start.
Yeah, they had a really slow stop. They were running second, but if they had a slow stop, they're going to restart at 11. So
God,
trying
they're
to get
going
the seat.
so
Ryan Scott
fast.
trying to hold up the field, but 3 lines behind that are Greg Biffle. 3 wide in the
They
middle on
gonna
all
crash.
tires.
Ryan Newman battles the lead right
They
here.
gonna
They only
crash.
did 2 tires. He did left side tires on that stop. So 2 tire stop got there with track speed.
And they're trying to take the top spot away from Ryan Scott. Ryan Scott battling back on the outside, using that eye line, keeping the momentum up, staying door to door with Ryan Newman. Newman using the bottom of the racetrack, looking as though he's going to be able to clear the 44 this time. He does. He takes the lead away. Mark Truex Jr. now up to third. Kyle Busch inside, trying to take that position away.
Right behind Kyle Busch and Mark Truex is 5-time Bristol winner Jeff Gordon. Possibly his last race in the 88 car, trying to get back to victory lane in the track.
Oh my
So
God.
much success.
Oh no.
Ryan Scott putting that eye line now after he's starting up front.
I can't do good for this boy.
Kyle Busch, bottom of the racetrack, pushing up those left sides to get by the 44. He does one contact between Mark Truex Jr. and Ryan Scott. Jeff Gordon taking advantage of that, and Gordon will get by in the 88.
And that Jeff Gordon won third.
Jeff Gordon, subbing for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Said he had prior commitments for next week and will not be running for Michigan. Alex Bowman will substitute for Dale Earnhardt Jr. if Dale Earnhardt Jr. does not get cleared to race for Michigan.
And Rick, I spoke with Greg Ives about the situation pertaining to the 88 next week in Michigan with Jeff Gordon not being available. Jeff did tell me he will be there on Sunday, but he can't get there until then. In the meantime, the 88, not completely sure what they're going to do at the moment because they're not sure of the status of Dale Earnhardt Jr. So Greg Ives told me they're preparing to have a plan that would work for either Dale Earnhardt Jr. or Alex Bowman. The good news, Ives told me, is that they're, in terms of their size, they're pretty close. So they wouldn't need to change the seat, just some fittings, and that might work if it's a late week announcement when they know all the details.
Well, you know, they are the same size. That really is advantageous because all these cars, most of these cars today have composite seats that would give battle for the lead. They can just already insert in that seat to fit Alex Bowman, but it can be in the same seat that Dale Jr. runs.
For the past few years, we've seen Ryan Newman point his way into the chase and run consistent, but really hasn't challenged a lot for wins. The
Oh,
exception of when he was
yeah.
fighting for a championship and finished second at Homestead a couple of years back. But Ryan Newman, after just leading, falling back to second, Ryan Newman really in a position where he's got to find victory lane soon, David.
I talked to Luke Lambert about that, Rick, on Friday afternoon. They told me that they really feel better about this year, even though they're still not in
they need to predict who can make a faster stop, a faster change rather during the stop.
Newman trying to get by that 32 of Jeffrey Earnhardt. Out in front, Kyle Busch, 5-time winner at Bristol, the 31-year-old, trying to make that 6th today. Bristol racing once again, this time on a Sunday afternoon.
People know me as Dale Earnhardt Jr. race car driver. There's more to me than that. Also an animal lover. To my animals, I'm twisted.
Yes, hey,
Where are you going? How about one little Jumbo? Hey! There's two I can always count on. That's Laverne and Mira. Come on, girl, speak up. Well, as you can see, we're making some progress. We're protecting my pets and more. Nationwide is on your side.
It's the question you get asked every day. And with Smithfield marinated fresh pork, preferably done. So you've got a no-hassle, flavor-filled answer that everyone's gonna like. We use 100% premium cuts of fresh pork. Slow marinated and seasoned just right. Ready to be grilled, roasted, or sauteed any night of the week. So when the time comes, reach for delicious, easy to prepare Smithfield marinated fresh pork. Because flavor hails from Smithfield.
How's it going tonight? Today we're going to be comparing the roll form high strength steel bed the Chevy Silverado to the aluminum bed the steel bed of the truck. All right, let him drop. Let's see how the aluminum bed of this truck held up. That's all we're doing. Full on craft unit, pure aluminum out here. Let's check out the Silverado steel bed. Yeah, double bed. I'd expect more than this. Chevy clearly held up.
Quick question. How do I edit my photos on the chat snap? I showed you already, like 3 times. You know we're going to teach you how to use these. So, buy one phone for your kid and get one free for you. It's easier that way.
This back to school season, buy one Samsung Galaxy Note 7 and get a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge free. Plus, Prince Network reliability is now within 1% for Verizon and spend savings of 50% on most Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile rates.
And Mom, don't forget to poke your friends on book race.
Feeling you get when you don't have everyone's watching. When you're under those big bright lights, it's like boom, boom. It's like boom. This is real.
It's what you've been through.
We come alive. Answer the question. To the high, to the height. It's what we live for. To get back in the zone. To be unstoppable.
Sunday night
is football night.
As we take a closer look at the battle for 30th, presented by Sprint, Chris Buescher. Now 30th in the point standings, 11 points in front. David Reagan, who is 31st. Network reliability is now within 1% of Verizon's first today. Save 50% on both Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile rates. Or sprint.com/network today. It's happened fast at Bristol. We see Greg Biffle working to the outside of Chris Buescher. Buescher following right at the tire tracks of Brian Scott. Remember, Brian Scott and Greg Biffle did not come to pit road on the most recent caution. They restarted up front and have now fallen back. Brian Scott running 16th. Chris Buescher is 17th, and Greg Biffle is 18th.
Guys, just want to update you on Tony Stewart. During that last round of pit stops, they planned to make a strategy move. The plan was to go with no tires in an attempt to achieve some more track position. It worked because they got pit in on pit road right behind the 83. Avanti Benedetto subsequently lost a lot of time, restarted 17th, and then those old tires have just fallen back.
That's so heartbreaking. You know, it's easy to say, well, they should just call an audible and put 4 tires on it. When you make those sort of last-minute decisions, you can have one gate left off, you can have a penalty. So it's very hard to change that, you know, that call mid-pit stop. We see the 19 of Carl Edwards is trying to join his Joe Gibbs teammate Kyle Busch in the front too. He's attacking the 88 of Jeff Gordon.
Ford trying to hang on to that second spot as Carl Edwards, who has won the pole, has fallen back, now fighting for that second spot.
Well, the 88 dropped at the bottom. I thought he dropped at the bottom just to kind of make sure he could get by Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer was at the top. And he just did get it done. You see, Carl putting a little pressure on him. We're going to see that all day long. We're going to see how slower cars impact what these cars do that are trying to pass them. You have to time that right. It looked like to me that's what Jeff Gordon was doing, but then
data to download today as that line changes around this half-mile oval. A little encouragement can help as well, Marty.
Way behind the Martin Truex Jr. When I talked to him after the race last night, he told me we were really good and better than the cars around us, but what made me feel best about it is that we could pass on the bottom like he is right now, trying to get around Jeff Ford, or we can pass on the top. That makes me feel good. We're going to win this race track and get me out. When I talked to Bill Burr earlier this week, he said the biggest thing right now, we just have to reestablish some consistency. We've had speed to finish in the top five, but they have no top fives in the last 6 races. That's a big key for the 7-18 heading into the change race.
Yeah, they've been so good on a variety of racetracks, mile and a half, the big super speedways. They've hit about virtually everything. Now, Martin Truex Jr. trying to do it as well here in the half mile. Bristol Motor Speedway currently runs for it. After this last game, the two making the momentum work on the high line. He gets by Kurt Busch in 21.
Blaney gets an 8, and the ball is played that entire time. He took the second, all the way back to 12, 13, 14, and restart because of that pin problem. So, a nice job getting back there. He's going to be trouble, not getting a wreck, but you can see how a mistake can take forever to get that back into the back.
I told him, you've got a good car. You've got a great race car. Let's just be patient. We'll work our way back to the front. But
Jimmy Johnson right now is back in 24th in danger of going a lap down. His team tried to make a strategy call. They came in and did 2 tires but had a slow stop, so he restarted 16th. Now 23rd at this point. Really, Jimmy Johnson on the radio though has only had one thing to say: I need more grip. And you have to think so with that lack of tires. Okay?
Rosagano's battling for that, keeping that 22nd spot. Now, he resumed the race in 18th, and that was because they had to spend extra time on pit road repairing the right rear of that Ford. He hit the wall on his own. They want to make sure they had it right before they sent it back out. Bringing in the wall.
things happen fast, and it is tight here at the world's fastest half mile. Kyle Busch continuing to put cars a lap down.
Dog here for propane. No, I'm just a humble dog. I didn't attend the elite boarding kennels, but I do know that nothing beats the freedom of living out here. With propane, people can live where they want and just as cozy as they want. Whether it's a hot bath, no thank you, a warm bedroom, or a perfectly grilled steak. Come in. Proudly independent, proudly American, proudly propane.
I got you something pretty special to celebrate these new Island Breeze frozen drinks. What makes you think that I'd be in the Monster Island party? Hey, my ad is right here, my friend.
Jump in the line for Island Breeze frozen drinks, part of Frozen Drink Headquarters. You get a free slush when you download the new Sonic app.
Hi. You're not going to Verizon because which is Sprint.
I used to ask if you can hear me now, but it's 2016 and Sprint's network reliability is now 1% at Verizon. And Sprint saves you 50% against Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile rates. That's why the means have switched.
Take that millions plus one.
Don't let a 1% difference cost you twice as much. Switch to Sprint today.
Damn it.
Not just anyone can be a race car driver like Casey here, but anyone could save money on car insurance with Geico. Geico. See how much you could save.
$5 Sonic boombox gives you a lot for $5. Yeah, we really will be very proud of this. It's an honor for you. And they didn't roll the side, that's the side. Yeah, very hot looking.
Try the loaded bacon ranch chili cheese Tony and the $5 Sonic boombox. This is how you Sonic.
The feeling you get when you don't ever watch it. When you're under those big bright lights,
It's like boom, boom.
it's like boom.
Sunday night.
Sunday night is football. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Toyota driver updates as Kyle Busch runs up front. Teammate Carl Edwards running second. Martin Truex Jr. in the third spot.
Giuliano has won the last 2 night races at Bristol. We know it's not a night race, but it is. Oh, you see a contact there right there. Caution came out. And same for 22, we just got it. We're on the lap down. 22 safe.
Caution is out.
For
some reason.
Smith, we believe, got into the wall.
Regan Smith got into the wall.
That 7, at least the lettering was like it rubbed off the right side tire.
That's not good.
Regan Smith,
Right side, just operate the little corner.
caution, third time in this race. Completed 157 laps, on lap 158. Let's take another look and see if we can see where Regan got into the wall.
It's a great top of the racetrack. Get too high, you get above. High, got it marble, that got him in the wall, or looked in to turn right. So we can hit the first problem.
Right, trying to check up. Ryan Scott made 1 at 44. 6 Trevor Wayne got the left of the quarter caution coming out. Last time it was on pit road, lap 87. With the exception of Ryan Scott. Greg Biffle.
One big advantage that Kyle Busch has is he's gotten this field so well. He's already got 3 cars between he and 19 22nd. That's a big advantage because he's going to come to pit road. 19 probably won't be as cool flat up to it, so he's a little bit official on pit road.
Well, we just saw a lot of strategies. We saw Keith stay out, the 16 and 31 stayed out. That didn't seem to help them. Got the 48, the 31 took 2 tires, the 16 stayed out. 48 also took 2 tires. All of those cars lost track position and lost it quickly. So you expect all the leads to come to pit road, and I expect to see all of them take 4 tires.
And now Busch will leave them on the pit road, partner.
Chase Elliott will pit out of 10th place. In the spring, in his first race here in the Cup race, he finished 4th. He felt like this was a really good track for him. He's going to do 4 Goodyear tires to help him make an adjustment right here to help it tighten in the center of the Mission Snuggo field. Marty, Jr.'s running different lines on different ends of the racetrack, Parker. He's running the bottom of 1 and 2. He told Paul Burke that part's good, but the top of 3 and 4 is where he's best. But it's too tight to run there. Quick stop for the 78 left 4 Goodyear tires in Snuggo field. Mike. Marty, Jeff Gordon's been saying he's been tight center, loose off. He's been trying to correct it from inside the race car, working the track bar. He'll make a 4-tire change there. Meanwhile, your leader, Kyle Busch, this is the first adjustment they've made on the chassis today. That's pretty heavy in the Cup race car, but just played 7th game. The pole center, Carl Edwards, has his mojo back 9th to 2nd on their run. 4 Goodyear tires, full Snuggo fuel.
Yeah.
To help his entry.
Top spot of the race on pit road.
They were going to be compared to the ice strength steel bed Chevy Silverado to the aluminum bed of this competitor's truck.
All right, let him go.
Let's see how the aluminum bed of this truck held up.
That's all.
Full on track here. If you're aluminum now, you're going to go. Let's check out the Silverado steel bed.
Yeah, a couple dents.
I'd expect more dents.
Chevy clearly held out better.
Hi guys.
Got the birthday grill and drum set.
Oh, you guys must have Time Warner cable. This is going to be some party.
And if you go Wi-Fi, let's just connect all the devices at the same time. There's no data cap.
Guess what about that, huh?
Hey, there's the birthday girl. Let's get the party started.
Get more Time Warner cable internet. Like unlimited data and speeds up to 50 megs.
Honey, I'm going viral.
Call 1-844-435-8162. Get 15 megs for $39.99 a month. Call now.
Buying a Tempur-Pedic? You have options. But if you want first-in-class selection, customer service, and employee training, you have to buy it from one of the few Tempur Elite retailers in upstate New York, Metro Mattress. Right now, get 0% interest for 60 months on all Tempur-Pedic complete sets. And with our 1-year sleep on it guarantee, why buy a Tempur-Pedic anywhere else? You'll love your perfect mattress guarantee. Metro Mattress.
Sometimes it's hard to catch on your favorite shows.
Give me that, please.
Your Time Warner Cable's enhanced DVR, you can record up to 6 shows at the same time. Plus, you you can record in one movie and watch in another, so you can enjoy TV on your schedule. Welcome to the future.
Yes. Well,
Visit us online to learn more. Time Warner Cable. Some camouflage is made to stand out. Just in time for hunting season. Introducing the Silverado Realtree Edition. Check it out at Chevy.com. Chevy Silverado, an official vehicle of NASCAR.
Those calls on pit road.
You see the 41 has to swing wide to get around the 21. The 24 is trying to exit to
damn!
the right. We're going to see this all day long here on pit road. Very, very small pit stalls. And then a close race to the timing line, leaving pit road to see who will be scored first. Carl Edwards barely edging out Kyle Busch.
Looks as though Carl Edwards is going to choose the outside line.
well, apparently, Carl Edwards got the race on pit road. So all my celebration was for nothing.
Making up row number 2. 2 by 2. They make their way back through turns 3 and 4.
Okay, here we go.
Big car off of the track and on the pit road as they enter the restart zone. Way up the racetrack goes the 19 of Carl Edwards, and Jim Gordon will follow it. Gordon takes second away from Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin now works the bottom of the racetrack, trying to catch up to his teammate, the 18, Kyle Busch. 3 different lines being taken by all 3 of the top cars.
Kyle Busch is calling for the loose right now. Gets the field reporting to the back of the car and step out. Not a lot of grip right now to take it off. Probably get better. Loose right now.
Denny Hamlin trying to make the bottom of the racetrack work. Right here, the left rear quarter mill on the 18 of Kyle Busch. Up the racetrack goes the 88, Jeff Gordon. See what line he runs. Turns 3 and 4. Up high again, big wobble. Gets into the walls and comes out of 4.
He's got that tire debris all over his tires. Taking just a little bit to get going. He's got to get that tire debris off. He got so high off of turn 4 that hot tires picked up that rubber. He's going to take a lap or 2 to get it cleaned off.
The car snaps so quickly, I didn't know if he had a tire down, but obviously he doesn't. He's back up to speed, just trying to maybe catch his breath. He's wanting a little bit of a rip at this point because the debris off. As you mentioned, you see here, he goes up the racetrack, and I thought he was just trying that high line, a little unsuccessful on the low line. The car really snapped on exit.
Yeah, got to really breathe. Now, right here, he does a nice job of not making any contact with the wall, but he got so high that he did get that rubber on his tires. He was running third, and this move took him all the way back to 16. So this track right now is fast, and you have to attack. When you attack, if the car gets away from you, it gets away from you before you even know you're losing. That's what happened to Jeff Gordon. So it cost him a lot of spots.
Here, Kevin Harvick jump out of gas. He wasn't sure if the 88 was coming around or coming down the racetrack or not. Recovering well, final level. You see a big wiggle out of Kyle Larson in front of the top of the racetrack.
The speed this track has, you and I talked about it in practice on Friday. Here's the word commitment. It takes commitment from the driver. The driver's got to stand in the gas and trust the car. So you can see the same now with Kyle Larson. He's in the throttle, but it just doesn't stick, and it gets really loose, and that's what changed the race car.
Well, put it in perspective, Rick. 4 years ago, the pole speed was a 15.6-second lap. Everyone inside the top 10 has run sub that. Their speeders are at 15.1, 2, 3, so almost a half a second faster than what they
racetrack, especially, anything can happen.
Top three drivers home from Joe Gibbs Racing. Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, and Denny Hamlin. Right side of your screen, you see the two young drivers, Ryan Blaney and Chase Elliott. Seems as though those two drivers continue to run near each other on the racetrack almost weekend and weekend.
I was thinking the same thing. We saw them get an accident together in Kentucky. Every time we look up, it seems to be they're in the same area of the racetrack battle.
That's the young drivers. Ryan Blaney, the age of 22, out of Highport, North Carolina. Chase Elliott, 20s, 20-year-old out of Dawsonville, Georgia. Parker.
Greg Edwards, car lane 23rd. It's a great example of when we talk about how loud and how quick everything happened in this place. Just before that last caution, his crew chief Brian Patty came on the radio and said something about Ted. Greg thought he said hit. Greg hit it, ended up getting there just before the caution came out, now relegated back to 23rd.
That would cause deep breaths on top of the pit box from this crew chief, Rick. But you're right. That's how difficult everything is here as you ride on board with Clint Warner.
Rick Smith was one of the four to wave around to get back on the lead lap. 23 to 13 to 16 to 83. All of you
Yeah.
wave around to get back on the lead lap.
Okay.
Biggest movers since the start of the race. We talked to him before the race. He said he really liked his car, or he didn't love his car, but like the last time before Kevin Harvick, plus 20 spots all the way up to the 4th position, running into that Chevy behind the 3 Toyotas of Joe Gibbs Racing.
Steve, he started this race last night in 24th. He got up to 16th. And then when we initially restarted the race today, he drove all the way to the top 10. Rodney Childers' crew chief talked about how he felt like their lap times last night were really, really good. The only thing he's fighting right now is that he's crazy loose. But Rodney came on the radio and said, you're still fast, bud.
You know what that means, Jen? You're going to be loose most of the day, buddy. Because I don't think I'm going to tighten you up.
Speaking of loose, Kyle Busch trying to make the top work, Kyle Busch is well from next to the two. We've heard that a lot this week, how the drivers are all loose, but if you get the car tighter, where it's comfortable, it's slow, so it doesn't roll in the middle as well. So you have to pick the poison, so to speak, at this racetrack. You'd rather the car turn, you'd rather be a little bit free and have the car turn to be tight. On a long run at Bristol, if you're tight, it's going to get tighter and tighter and tighter. Kyle Busch continue to try to work the outside line.
Sun shining on parts of this racetrack. Scarlett Stripes stay in front of Kyle Busch.
Damn it.
Well, Rick, we talk about the demands of this racetrack, the physical demands. Well, Kyle Busch may be experiencing some of them right now. I radioed in and said, next time in, guys, give me a bottle of water with some Goody's headache powder in it. I've got a pretty bad headache right now. Aside from that, the race car is pretty good. That might make me feel a little bit better. Although he says he's sliding out Adrian just a little bit tight on landing.
And it was Kyle Busch who was able to take away the top spot from Carl Edwards. Edwards now back to second. Hamlin and Harvick third and fourth.
We're talking about the
I'm
Joe
such a
Gibbs cars up front, the
perfect
Kenyon cars all trying to find
mattress.
speed, all back here battling for the 5 in case of Gannon, 48 and Jimmy Johnson. Look how loose the 5 gets in the middle of the corner. Luckily, the 48 and Jimmy Johnson on top of it between his spotter. Probably didn't have to use time to hear from the spotter, get out of the gas, out of the rear bumper of his teammate. Happened very quickly. Could have been serious battling for 16.
And the battle for 16 doesn't sound great. Remember, Jimmy Johnson was one of those cars that was in danger of going a lap down not long ago. So even though right now their results don't look great, they're clawing their way towards the front. So I think if that run before had gone another 25.
So Kim is going to get us Taco Bell. I don't think it's happy hour, so
Battle for the third spot as Kevin Harvick tried to take it away from
but
Denny
Kyle
Hamlin.
Busch retook the lead.
Hamlin had good runs early in a run and then just falling back and once again.
Carl Edwards.
So that's going to be the case. He loses the position to Kevin Harvick and now Martin Truex Jr. all over the back bumper of Denny Hamlin.
You got your perfect mattress guarantee.
Harvick moving to the front, but he's got a ways to go. He's got 1.7 seconds. He's going to have to make up if he wants to catch Kyle Busch. Sunday, Sprint Cup Series will be in Brooklyn, Michigan. Race coverage begins at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Michigan winners, that Henson, Joey Logano, who both started on the pole in that race. A lot of speed in Michigan. A lot of tight racing here in Bristol. Out front is Kyle Busch. In the 18, Carl Edwards running second in the 19. On Joey Logano's good day.
Well, Rick, remember, he won this race for the past 2 years, but he's got some trouble today. Power steering on the 22 is not right. He feels like the front end is shaking when he tries to turn the steering wheel. That could get a guy upset and lead to some terse communication with his team. So crew chief Todd Gordon jumped in there at the end. Tab White is spotter trying to find him all the places he can to move up or down. But Joey right now is struggling with the car.
Kurt Busch is in sixth right now and has been struggling with a car that is very tight as he gets late in the corner right now. They made a leg adjustment in the last stop. He said, Tony, that did not work. We need something else.
Battle off position, you can say he was tight. After you're tight, you get to the point, you have to put a lot of wheel in it. When you get slower than you want, then you have to get that momentum going, so you have to get at the throttle, but you have a lot of the tail wheels turn, the front tires to turn. As you leave the corner, the front tires eventually hook up, and now the back is unhooked. So, see what the drivers talk about tight, a lot of times that leads to being loose on corner exit.
Radio on the 22, we got the eavesdrop on the 22, but we can scan probably all 40 cars. Welcome to Bristol. I mean, everyone just gets agitated, whether you're on top of the pit box or on top of the stands or in the driver's seat.
And I'm not so sure the spotter's job is to keep Joey Logano calm. I think the spotter's job is to have Joey Logano do the best job he can to get the thing. The spotters and the drivers have a communication where they can yell at each other from time to time. If you have that relationship, it's okay to raise your voice, to get upset at one another. You're both on the same team, you both want the same thing. So as long as you understand that you're on the same team, it's all good.
Well, understanding the goal is really the key. You look at up and down through the field, we have cars that have won races, we have cars that need to win races, we have cars like Ryan Blaney right here trying to make the chase. And then you have the 34, Chris Buescher, well documented, able to get that big win at Pocono in the fog in the rain, but has to be in the top 30 in points. And here he is behind A.J. Allmendinger running in the 16th position. That's what this team needs to do. Top 20 will get this 34 car into the top 30 points.
And they're already there as of right now in the 16th position. You can see trying to get more to get around A.J. Allmendinger to run on board with Chris Buescher. Remember a few weeks ago he told us that they were getting full route speedway support starting as soon as they won that race at Pocono. Chris Buescher told me the place is going to help the most right here this weekend in Bristol and Richmond in a couple of weeks. In fact, this is the brand new car they had a couple of weeks ago in Kentucky, and they were terrific that weekend in practice. Qualified well, raced well until they got the wreck. He was so excited to bring it here. They think they'll have good performance with it. But the biggest key right now, that 34 car in the chase as of this moment.
So Marty, you talked about the technical support for Roush Midway. Well, they're doing more with that support than the Roush Midway teams are. I mean, they're outrunning all the Roush Midway teams. So they got an opportunity to get some help, and they're taking full advantage of it.
Oh my God.
Stenhouse Jr., so they have done very well with that assistance that they've been given from Roush Midway Racing. Parker.
Ryan Blaney is actually currently battling right there with Kurt Busch. Big Hammond on 6th spot. Has had a lot of trouble on pit road, but had a very fast race car running in time second. But he's also got another bit of trouble in that race car. He has a terrible vibration when he's on the brakes, and the tires have a wobble to him as well. He sounded very concerned when he came across the radio.
Running the high line now, just behind the 55 of Alex Kennedy.
And that's what they're trying to do. Alex Kennedy has created an opportunity to set a pit, so they're all trying to race to the 55 car and try to take advantage of it. You can see both of those guys eventually clear them, but these guys are racing. They were rubbing, they were banging fenders, getting in the corners, on the straightaways. Good hard racing, and I think the forward cars offer an opportunity for passing.
And again, still trying to make the bottom of the racetrack work, but Ryan Blaney's able to make the high side work for him as he's been able to get by. 42 of Kyle Larson now. Chase Elliott is up there, also in the 24.
So good in the short run, it just seems that the car gets too tight. About 30 laps in the run. Mike Weaver helped you from all the notion. We've got to do something to make it better, but clearly we have a short run car, not a long run car this afternoon so far.
The battle on the racetrack has been between the 43 and the 3. Eric Almirola in the 43. Austin Dillon in the 3. Austin Dillon won the Xfinity race on Friday night. Take a look at this. Is this Bristol Racing? A little bumping there.
After lap after lap, he's picking up, and guess why? The leader is right behind these guys. The leader's coming. They know if they don't get going, they're going to get lapped. There you see the 18 car. The guy they're trying to beat.
Trying to stay in front of the 18. Kyle Busch currently 23 cars on the lead lap. This race now for the lead is Carl Edwards works to the inside of that 18.
Don't look much farther behind that 19, but there's the 4. Kevin Harvick, we mentioned, big move from the start of the race, up 21 positions. He's just looking for an opportunity. Seems like he's had the speed to get to the bumper of the 19, just hasn't found a way by yet.
Exciting to see the bottom of the racetrack working as well as the top. Carl Edwards trying to hook the bottom, trying to get the momentum up as he comes off of the bottom of the racetrack, staying in front of the 4 of Kevin Harvick, trying to get by the 18 of Kyle Busch.
After the 4, Kevin Harvick rolls the bottom of the racetrack, go right up to the bumper of the 19. Now we're going to look in the middle of the racetrack, trying to find some grip. Look at this acceleration. He kind of gets it pointed down the hill, Jeff, and we get the throttle there.
Yeah, watch the 19. Look how fast he is to go to the corner, but right now, he cannot leave the corner and push the car in the outside lane. So, on the bottom, rolls the middle quick, everything's good, he goes to the throttle, and just can't stay in the throttle and carry that speed on corner exit.
He can't clear the 44 of Ryan Scott. Ryan Scott has been able to hold on to that position. Ryan Scott on the lead lap. He's the first car scored a lap down. Carl can't get by him. Kyle Busch continuing to lead at Bristol.
There's more to me than that. Boss, they call me boss man. Scout the talent, close the deals, do it all with a firm handshake. Gentlemen, to others, I'm water cooler dead. I got the free chair, and I got the weeks, it keeps me motivated. Dang it. I mean, I reset it to where I want it to go back to bonus. That's now. It's lower. No, it's always lower. Protecting my small business and more. Nationwide is on your side.
President of AARP Foundation, and I'm thrilled to be here today with the Drive 1000 team cheering on the number 5 Casey Kane. This is our 6th year here at the tracks, working with Hendrick Motorsports, 5 years with Jeff Gordon in the number 24. Now Casey leading the charge to leave hunger in the dust. Race fans, you've been terrific. Over 10 million older adults are hungry in this nation each and every day. Together we packaged and delivered over 34 million meals. Text today 50555 to make a $10 donation to end hunger.
Text for hunger to 50555. Green cause to follow as we see. Trying to get hunger on the hood of the 5 of Casey Kane. Casey Kane just in front of the 10 of Danica Patrick. We'll get by 55 of Alex Kennedy. Kyle Busch still under attack. Carl Edwards up front. down car.
Rick, he moves his way through the field. These lap down cars are getting tougher and tougher as he drives up past the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse in the 27th position. These cars are a little bit harder to pass and have a little bit more speed.
And you look at all the traffic in front of the 18 of Kyle Busch. What line do you choose to try to stay out front? Look to the inside of 17, thought better of it. Checked up. Now we'll stay right on the back bumper of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Dave.
At the beginning of the run, when the 18 got by the 19, Carl Edwards told his team that the car just wouldn't turn to the center of the corner as well as his teammate. That seemingly has come back for the 19, especially when he runs that low line. The only thing that crew chief Dave Rogers told me would be the problem with running low line. They have to be aware of tire wear. It's a tighter radius around here, and it can abuse those Goodyear Eagles.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. already lap down, 2 laps down actually for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. now as the 18 is past him. 19 of Carl Edwards trying to clear the 17, so he has an open shot at that 18 to get by. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. speeding early on. For him being 2 laps down now. Now there's a clear racetrack between the 18 and 19. We'll see if Carl Edwards can take advantage of the low line and make it work for him. He used that line to win the pole on Friday. He goes right back up to the high side of the track and follows the 18 as they go into turn 1. Tony Stewart in his final Bristol start, now 4 laps down, had a tire going down, had to come to pit road under green flag conditions. That's why he's 4 laps down. Coming up on the 16 of Greg Goodwin.
The one car that we've been watching move his way through the field is somebody that whose team looks like he gets better as this year goes on. The one car, James McMurray, he got by Chase Elliott, got by Denny Hamlin a little while ago. He worked himself up to 8th place. So a team that right now looks fairly safe in the points, but they need to run better.
Halfway
and they do make the chase.
Okay.
One car, James McMurray, has a good running champion. Now we're talking about that yesterday.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, no, he don't. You don't got it. You don't got it. Yes, you got it. You got it. You got it.
After this one, it'll be just 3 races until the playoffs for the Sprint Cup Series. Once again, the 18 trying to get by, and this time now the 19 has a run. Carl Edwards tried that high line, but got blocked. The 98 of Cole Witt.
See the right side of 31 on the right side.
Looks like Brian Newman hit the wall.
Heavy damage down the right side. Let's make contact with the wall, Mike.
Yeah, Tony Stewart on pit
Caution's out.
second time in the last 30 laps, guys. They're taking a very
Caution's
close
out.
look at the right side tire. They thought they had a tire going down or a loose wheel on the last stop. The vibration did not go away. That's why Stewart's on pit road.
Why is there a caution?
Debris on the racetrack brings out the caution
Oh.
for the 4th time. Ryan Newman was running 14th when he was on pit road for that issue. Looks like air duct on the racetrack down on the apron there that will bring out the caution. Kyle Busch out front, he's led 188 laps. Carl Edwards has led 31 laps, but 1 second. And these two continue to fight for position.
What?
Is
it a freeze thingy?
Right side.
Is it a freeze thingy?
What?
Freeze thingy?
No.
Oh,
what is that?
See the
Well, it was past 5, so we
like
can
he
get
had
that
a right
one.
front tire failure.
Oh, too bad. We had tacos up there. We have water and milk.
Ryan Newman
Oh my god, yeah.
brought into pit road. And
Not the end of the world. We have tacos and milk. We can have tacos and or no tacos.
90 laps.
Exactly, so come on.
Oh, yeah.
16 of Greg Biffle will get the free pass.
Oh, yeah.
Mind me freezing, but come anytime.
Lead lap cars on the pit road. Parker.
Hey, drop.
It's out of 30, been incredibly fast this race. Starting 24th yesterday, driving all the way up to the top 3. He's been fighting a lack of sign by Andrew Ford, your tires, and Sunoco fuel. Marty Parker speeding Finley on the first stop today. Kyle Larson is now rallied from 33rd to 4th. He said, I'm really good here.
These little movers.
To the car, especially in 1 and 2. If anything, I'm losing grip in 3 and 4, so there'll be no changes to score. Give your tires for that 42. Right? Marty, Kyle Busch has led over 180 laps in this race so far. For the first time, he has a small complaint. Feels like there's too much air in the tires. Feels like the car is bouncing. He described it and made an analogy to basketballs. A 4-tire change, air pressure adjustment, and fuel for Kyle Busch.
Mike Truman has already made the chassis adjustment for Carl Edwards. Just a little bit of wedge to help the car at the beginning of the run turn a little better. Or good your tires full of Sunoco fuel.
And the 18th race off of pit road. Carl Edwards will come off second.
Not just anyone can be a race car driver like Casey Mears, but anyone could save money on car insurance with Geico. Geico, see how much you could save.
You inherit lots of traits from your family. My ancestor, Lady Beatrice, introduced the Elizabethan rough. Great-grandfather Horatio went west during the gold rush. And Aunt Susan was a world champion. I inherited their candy spirit and their double chin. Now I'm going to do something about it.
Kybella is the first of its kind injectable treatment that destroys fat under the chin, leaving an improved profile. Kybella is an FDA-approved non-surgical treatment for adults with a moderate amount of fullness, or a bit more. Don't receive Kybella if you have an infection in the treatment area. Kybella can cause nerve injury in the jaw, resulting in an uneven smile, or facial muscle weakness and trouble swallowing. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including if you have had or plan to have surgery or cosmetic treatments on your face, neck, or chin. Have had or have medical conditions in or near your neck, or have bleeding problems. Tell your doctor about all medicines you take. The most common side effects are swelling, bruising, pain, numbness, redness, and areas of hardness in the treatment area. Find a doctor at mykybella.com.
Meet the Campbells. Dad's a Gen Xer, Mom's a millennial, and together they're feeding 1.5 children. As binge watchers of cooking shows, the Campbells average 14 commercials an hour, and at Spectrum Reach, it's our job to make sure they never see yours. Because you're a butcher shop, and the Campbells are vegans. So, meet the Lamberts. Get more from your marketing. Target the right customers for your business. Time Warner Cable Media is now Spectrum Reach.
NASCAR on CNBC is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Sprint, proud sponsor of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. AutoZone. Puts up America. AutoZone has everything you need to get the zone. AutoZone. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Kyle Busch has been impressive. This racetrack, 17 Bristol NASCAR Touring Series win. That's the most all-time by Sprint. Sprint's network reliability now at 1%. Verizon switch today and save 50% almost. Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile rates. Visit the Sprint store or sprint.com/network today. Rick Almirola has had a battle with the 3 of Austin Dillon all day, but on this most recent pit cycle, 43 struggles to get into his pit stall.
Shot his pit. Tire changers very smartly did not start working on the car. If you start working on the car, it's the penalty. So you say stop, don't work on the car, jack back down. Now they move the car back to the change.
What about Kyle Larson? Pretty impressive run for the driver of the 42.
Extremely impressive. We saw 2 weeks ago Walker Glenn getting spun out on the last corner of the last lap, cost him a ton of points. He had a speed penalty early today, has already driven all the way back up to the 3rd position, which is just a little under half the race to go. I think this is a race he has to look at. He needs to really be aggressive and try to win this race.
Here we go.
Green flag back in the air. Kyle outside. Carl Edwards on the inside. Kevin Harvick taking advantage of the outside line. He'll take second away from Carl Edwards. Denny Hamlin trying to do the same. Hamlin has been very good on the short runs. He can make it work this time as he tries to clear Kevin Harvick for third spot. Harvick holding on to second. Hamlin comes back to third. Kurt Busch, Carl Edwards fighting for fourth position.
Back to the fight right there. Kurt Busch had trouble getting in the corner. 19 of Carl Edwards almost got into it, and 78 almost got into the back of the ball.
That race start for, we just mentioned, Kyle Larson. He has dropped back. Was third all the way back to seventh now.
Yeah, Rick, that's really nothing he did wrong. I mean, just starting on the inside. It's so difficult. Even accelerating. See the 21 in the back of the 22. 22's made a run.
Okay, guys, I'm going to get food real quick. If something happens, then I guess it happens, right? I'll be following it through Twitter, though.
Just give it a couple laps. Of course, it's going to be good. Kyle Larson shot to the top like what he's doing right there. And the amazing thing about what the 42 team did, remember Steve, you mentioned that they were back in 33rd, made their way up to third, is there was calm on the radio. Jack Johnson calmed what was coming. Kyle never got upset. They just made their way through the field. They know they have a car that can win this race, and they finish it off.
Back on how fast things happen at this racetrack. 22-42 fighting for a spot. 21 gets into the back of the 22 and makes 22 loses a lot of track position to the 42 from Kyle Larson.
Well, I think Kyle Larson is the only Chip Ganassi car that has good speed. This one, and Jamie McMurray also didn't get a very good qualifying run, but it's all the way up to the 9th position. So both Chip Ganassi racing cars have shown speed today, but a little bit of mistakes. They're going to have to clean those up with the win. Mike.
It's been a long weekend already for Tony Stewart after more qualifying effort than a snafu on pit road early today. Now they've got other issues. He experienced a vibration. They changed tires. It did not correct the vibration. Now they got the car behind the wall, taking a very close look at it and making repairs, but the repairs that Tony's questioning.
Honestly, in the big picture, are we in an even worse position? I feel like go on. I mean, I don't know. It can still be something that we're going to gain. Full force, but they're trying to run all the laps we can here, but oh look at just look at the scoring deal and find out whether it's even worth doing or not.
So they've obviously decided to go forward with the repairs. They're replacing the right rear hub and the wheel assembly. Still work going on here as the car remains up on jacks.
Right now off the racetrack, Tony Stewart scored 38, and last night in an interview said this is definitely one racetrack he would miss with his retirement. The gate of Jimmy Johnson running the high line. Jimmy Johnson, one of those drivers who surprisingly was fighting to stay on the lead lap.
Pretty wide contact with the 38 car. We've seen Jimmy, back and forth on this race. He runs well, he doesn't run well. A little bit of contact with 38. I'm sure he thought Castle was going to be a little bit higher on the racetrack, but then it continues. The 15 of Boyer into the right rear quarter panel. I'll tell you, right now, Jimmy does not have the pace he needs to have. We've seen him fight hard, trying to stay in the lead lap, gain the spots, but now he got up about 14. Now he's worked himself back to 22nd, and he is the last car on the lead lap. So, sense of urgency again for the 38.
41 of Kurt Busch, just in front of Carl Edwards. Martin Truex Jr. That is 4th, 5th, and 6th between those three cars. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin are the top three. Looking laps off at 15.7 seconds.
It feels like to me it's going to see Kyle Larson behind this battle, this side-by-side battle. I feel like he needs time. It seems like his car gets better as the runs go on, and they've got to try to find a way to restart on the outside, not to lose spots early. If you just maintain and they get better as the run goes on, that's what I feel like Kyle Larson needs to go win this race. The longer the runs go, it seems the better his car.
Well, I don't know if it's the longer the runs go, but as long as the race goes, the 22 right behind Kyle Larson, saw him battling the state lead lap. Now he's solidly up inside the top 10, back-to-back night race winners. Now we have the afternoon race at Bristol. The 22's turned around their day already, still with only 200 laps to go.
Battle taking place as far as 16 spots in the chase. Ryan Newman is currently running 29th, and the guy who's behind him in points, the 42 of Kyle Larson, is running 6th. A little bit of contact continuing for Eric Almirola and cars he's been racing against, including Casey Mears.
Revolutionary treatment for the most common type of chronic hepatitis C. Harvoni is proven to cure up to 99% of patients who had no prior treatment. It transformed treatment as the first cure that's one pill once a day for 12 weeks. Certain patients can be cured in just 8 weeks of Harvoni. Harvoni is a simple treatment regimen that's been prescribed to more than 250,000 patients. Tell your doctor if you have a liver transplant, other liver or kidney problems, HIV, or any other medical conditions, and about all the medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking any Harvoni with Harvoni may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects of Harvoni may include tiredness, headache, and weakness. I am ready to put Hep C behind me.
I am ready to be cured.
Are you ready? Ask your Hep C specialist if Harvoni is right for you.
NASCAR Race View gives you access to features that let you follow your favorite driver as if you're right at the track. Live stats, leaderboards, driver and team communications, and more on all your devices. It's available now for all low price. You visit NASCAR.com/raceview. New leader in Bristol, Kevin Harvick. Going to get by Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Larson in the top 5. This is how he made it past.
Clear.
Well, Rick, we talked all day about the speed in that fourth car. But with crew chief Rodney showed me time confidence before this game even started. Back on Friday, I asked him about the practice. He said, you know, we come here with a very similar setup to what we've run here in the past, and it may not fire off with a ton of speed, but it's good on the long run, and we've seen that in practice. We also have the versatility to run the bottom or the top, where you see him running right now. This team is not surprised to be leading this race in lap 398.
Surprisingly enough, Kevin Harvick has only won at Bristol one time, and that was 11 years ago, back in 2005. Kevin Harvick showing great strength at Bristol once again. Runs that high line and caught up in behind slower traffic. Ryan Scott in the 44, Casey Mears in the 13. With that traffic, that will allow the 18 of Kyle Busch to close the gap once again. Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin. Hamlin working that high line. Normally see Kyle Larson run. Larson down toward the bottom of the race
So apparently while I was upstairs, I was looking through Twitter and Kevin Harvick took the lead.
They got the green
Kyle
flag,
Busch.
you can't get going, the rear tires don't look up. We've seen that in the last 4 or 5 races here. And then when you get to the corner at the bottom, it's not good either. So,
I'm so glad
why need to be on that outside lane? And Steve, I would say as these pit stops start happening, you may see people start to slow down on pit road, trying to get in that outside lane as you get lined up.
Yeah, I mean, I would much rather start 6th, even 8th, perhaps, than 3rd on the bottom.
Something big going on right now. It's 31 with Ryan Newman. We keep talking about the chase, the team trying to make the playoffs. Well, with the trouble that Ryan Newman has had, he is now many laps down. He is 5 laps down at 34th, and that has moved him to 16 points. But remember, this does not take into consideration Bruce Busher and his team that are now.
Actually,
I'm sorry, it does. Yes, it does. But you can see how close it is with the 42. It's only 13 points. The 31 car, 3 or 4 weeks ago, looked very, very safe. So, talk about Bristol and the impact it can have. Right now, it's hurt the 31 team. Now, the team, Greg's team, needs to take advantage. They need to strike.
So he was back down pit road. He changed the right front tire, which is shredded. Damage from that initial hit continues to cause the 31 problems.
For Kevin Harvick. That's the 18 of Kyle Busch trying to take the lead back. And around goes Kyle Larson to the 42. He goes
God.
Caution comes out.
Let's see, about 42, not 50, not overcorrect.
Kyle Larson spun around.
Actually, not losing spot. I mean, they lost 1 spot.
Oh, God!
Yes, you could have equal tire.
They lost more than 1 spot for sure. He's running 4th. And it looks like the, 41 of Kurt Busch gets right into the back of that 42. And the 22 gets in the back of the 41. As Kurt was checking up to it, Logano got into the back bumper. Pretty impressive car control this is 42.
Whoa, damn.
This is the 2nd race in a row. Kyle Busch has been running 4th and has spun out of that position.
I don't know if you checked up or he was just kind of checking up to turn down the hill to get a run off the corner. But either way, the 41 just doesn't get a time right next contact with the bumper of the 42. And I'm with you. It's just, that's not luck. You know, that's what I want to try to explain. Kyle Larson never quit driving that race.
Able to keep it going the right direction as race leader Kevin Harvick on pit road. Parker.
Kevin Harvick's going to get out of the lead here. Ronnie Jones threw up the radio, asked him, do you need any more of that last adjustment? Kevin said, no, put your tires in the snow field. Mark Truex Jr. said, we're better on that run, but it cost me too much time towards the end of the run because we're losing front turn. He said, I just stayed towards the end of the run. You're going to see a wedge adjustment, also an air pressure adjustment, trying to help that end of the run fade, Mike. Marty, Kyle Busch also saying he's losing front turn. Needs it to last a lot longer over the course of the run. Also needs to be snug up on entry. A wedge adjustment, Sunoco race fuel, and 4 tires for Kyle Busch.
Thanks, Mark.
Recovery for Joey Logano this afternoon. And 9th to 5th on that run. Logano will get 4
Copy that.
tires. The slight air pressure adjustment was a little bit free at the start of that run for Joey.
5th caution has come out. Great save by the 42 of Kyle Larson. Denny Hamlin points as well.
My brother and I have always been rivals. We would dream about racing each other in Mount Dakota. We were born brothers. Competition made us friends. Wishbone in a 2017 Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
I went on, my buddy called me the other night, so I told him to go online to BasilloNissan.net.
Yeah.
He wanted the guy who needs credit, okay? The guy who's got his room upside down. We got hanging around.
Inventory on there.
We got the boards and white hanging around. Yeah. So anyway, but he was with another guy who owned a Nissan. And when they went online, the other guy gave a service appointment. You can do that.
You can do everything on the website.
BasilloNissan.net.
Everything.
It's all about being used.
After the employee began to sure way of preventing pregnancies by using a device called Assure. What he doesn't tell you is that there are various side effects from using this particular device.
In many cases, Assure has been responsible and internal injuries from device migration, oftentimes leading to a hysterectomy.
If you or someone you know has suffered serious side effects by use of Assure, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Here at President Mattress Express, and I got gas. Not that kind of gas, this kind of gas. We've teamed up with Fast Track Marketing, having stores in Syracuse, Watertown, Evansville, Glasgow, and Oneida, made sense. Buy any Cleaner King mattress set in the store, get a prepaid Fast Track card with up to $500 in gas. Buy an adjustable base up to 4 years to pay interest-free for qualified buyers. Also, Bruce's on your credit, we have no credit check payment plans. Get your free gas with any Cleaner King set only at Mattress Express.
NASCAR America coming back on Monday. Weekdays, 6 Eastern. 90-minute show. Steve will be a part of tomorrow's show, breaking down Bristol, looking ahead to Michigan.
On the show, we get a chance to talk about all the stuff we see on Sundays. Have a lot of fun with it.
And we get to just dissect deeper into all these competitors, how their year has been, how the weekend was, what their prospects are moving forward.
And Steve, Monday we'll be talking about Denny Hamlin speeding on pit road again.
Oh, goodness.
We've had that conversation many times this year.
Denny Hamlin once again speeding, too fast exiting this time. It's his 12th penalty this season, 8th speeding of the year.
Something they're going to have to get cleaned up. I know they're pushing, trying to get everything they can on pit road, but as the chase closes, you have to clean those things up. You've got to get yourself, you're not making those mistakes. Because remember, the chase starts, points matter. You cannot give up points. More people will advance into the chase and into Homestead by points than they will by winning races. So you have to be conservative. Not conservative, but you can't be too aggressive and give away points.
Take a look at the proudly propane lap leaders. Kyle Busch led 200.
I did!
Marty.
Rick, a moment ago, Jeff mentioned that the games will start being played on pit road. You want to be on the outside for the restart. That's exactly what Mark Truex Jr. and spotter Clayton Hughes did on that last stop. Take a listen.
Get ready to up off the track. You're third. You're third. It's a 19 truck here. You will be third. You're going to make it. You'll be third when you swim over here.
It's a game we normally see played at Martinsville. Now they're playing it at Bristol. That's how key it is to be on that outside. But Jeff, we've seen this before. Sometimes they can put drivers in a bad spot on pit road again.
Right, certainly can. And the spotter's got to really be on his toes to make sure he's counting the cars correctly, make sure someone didn't stay out that will impact it. So it's a game you have to play, but it's a game that's not without danger.
2x2 once again. Laying up behind Kyle Busch on the outside, Kevin Harvick on the inside. Ballard has made his way up into the top 5. Mark Truex Jr. third, Ballard fourth, Joey Logano fifth. Restart zone, green flag back in the air.
I was upstairs for the restart, so Kyle Busch got the lead though. That's good. Kevin Harvick. And I got this.
Listening into the 18,
Yum.
Kyle Busch leading this race. Kevin Harvick chasing on the low line. Owen Sparks on the right side of the 18.
Kyle Busch and this is some sort. It's obviously something that's gradually going away. If it was a complete failure of the right rear shock or the shock mount, there's no way in my mind that 18 would be leading the race. Also, I think you'd be able to see the car more movement in the middle of the corner, but he obviously knows he's feeling something, so we'll just have to continue to walk. With 178 laps to go, is going to continue to get worse, or is this something they can overcome? Kevin Harvick right now, I don't think he believes the 18 has any issues.
No, because he can't catch him. We're half a second behind. He hasn't been able to close the gap. Running in third, Mark Truex Jr. fourth. Alden Archer dropped back to fifth. Dave.
And Brad Keselowski has a part on his race car that is malfunctioning. Listen.
My track bar is working.
That's the track bar adjuster inside the race car. The team told me that basically it would go down just fine, but it would only come up to a certain point. What kind of a problem does that represent, guys?
Well, you're losing an advantage. If every car out there has that adjuster, you don't. What you're losing is the ability to adjust your race car. You know, the lows, we've talked all weekend long about how fast this racetrack is, and the lows in the corner, it will only come up to a certain point, perhaps the mount, and then where the break, we saw the 750 car after qualifying actually lose their starting position because they found a broken right side track car mount that had to be welded. So that is a part that can fail here at Bristol.
Denny Hamlin restarted 23rd after that speeding penalty. You want to add insult to injury? He just told the team he has a loose wheel. That's probably why he's not made much progress. They're going to keep him on the racetrack for now, seeing if they can get a caution, but obviously struggling with that 11 car.
Just wheel doesn't get any better.
Well, and the other big issue is even though under green flag conditions you only need to use whatever pit road you're on, whether it's the front switch or the back switch, it's still, we talk about how fast the laps are, you got to lose at least 2 laps for half 3. Unlike a big mile and a half track, that's even bigger than a short track.
And it's difficult identifying which wheel it is. So, you know, you knew there's a right rear when coming to ditch change right side. 11 car really slow right now. I think he's about to finish.
Dropping down to the low part of the track. He is currently 23rd, the last car on the lead lap, and he will come to pit road. Carl Edwards. Alongside Kyle Larson. Alden 27.
Record 27, Paul Menard changed only left side tires, which pit stop gains some track position. He's doing a good job of holding on, Marty.
Denny Hamlin and Mike Wheeler made the call to take right side tires only, and then coming down pit road said that tire is about to fall off. Yes, Pete, you got it right. A big call by Danny Stockman. Left side tires only, clearly something that RCR talked about last night because of Pete and Ryan Newman did that earlier today. Stockman, as we expect, rolling the dice again into track position for Paul Menard.
Yeah, we talked about that crew chief change a few weeks ago, trying to build confidence with the 27. I like Danny Stockman's call here. All right, Dan, you want the track position? I'm going to give it to you. They're not expecting this 27 to go lead the race. We'll just hold these guys off, trying to get into track position. But honestly, it's working better for the 27 than it did for the 31. He came from 15, currently running in the 7th position.
He doesn't quite have the speed of these 2 cars behind him. And the guy Kyle Larson is an interesting spot. Kyle Larson wants to go with the 27 and clear the 19 of Carl Edwards, but the 27 can't quite do it. The 27 gets slow right there in the middle of the corner, and it forces Kyle Larson. Now he's trying to make it 3 wide, so Kyle doesn't really know where to go here.
Kyle Larson been spun coming off the turn. Oh, bump behind Kurt Busch.
Kyle desperately wants the 27 to clear the 19. He's afraid to go with the 19. If he does, he's going to jump the outside of him and take that spot. Now Jimmy Hamlin out there on new tires.
Look what it's done to the group behind him, Jim. It's really stacked up 6 cars. So now there's not a lot of room to move around. You have the one in McMurray, the 11, and Denny Hamlin, who's off pit road with fresh tires, going to try to move through these guys quickly.
Denny Hamlin came to pit road, lost 2 laps, and 25th, 2 laps down. Parker.
Chase Elliott is currently at 11th right now. He's got a couple issues inside that race car. First and foremost, he's mad at himself. Before this last caution, he came on the radio and said, "That's not the line I ran in practice. I know better than that." But he also added that he needs his car to cut better late in the corner. He doesn't do that right now. That's what he had in the spring that allowed him to finish fourth.
Kyle Busch out front. He's led 248 laps. Harvick running second as we go NASCAR nonstop.
Auto Parts.
You saw the pass on NASCAR Now run stop. It was Kevin Harvick being able to get by the 18 of Kyle Busch. So Kevin Harvick out front once again. Harvick has led 27 laps. Earlier on the radio, Kyle Busch complaining about he believes a right rear shock is broke. Will he be able to reel in for Kevin Harvick, or is Harvick going to check out on the field now? Martin Truex Jr., who's running third, is 4.2 seconds behind.
Well, struggled a little bit lately. Working his way backwards. Right in the middle of the corner, see how loose he gets to the 34 pusher who we talked about needs a good run. And go on the outside and hold up the 21 to come back and get inside of him.
He's turning a lot to the right. And the 14 is back out on track after their issues behind the wall. They've made it back out. Kevin Harvick leading 1.8 seconds in front of Kyle Busch. Martin Truex Jr. 4.5 seconds back. Busch, Joey Logano, the top five. Kyle Larson has made his way back into sixth. Brad Keselowski is seventh. Carl Edwards eighth. Junior Corey ninth. Mike.
Well, Rick, as we heard earlier, Kyle Busch experiencing something wrong with the race car. Not sure if something broke or not. They've encouraged him to try to drive through it. He's done his best, but this is what he just said. Stevens has rallied the team and put them to work behind the wall, getting ready to bring the 18 in, perhaps with the service on it behind the wall at the right opportunity.
Something is there. Yeah, he went sideways.
No!
And now the cars are going to come out for the 18.
You're freaking kidding me.
Contact.
Oh, God. You're freaking kidding me.
Kyle Larson got caught up in it.
God
46.
damn it.
Justin Allgaier, Martin Truex Jr.
You know what? You know what?
How quick it happens. The 18 spun by itself. These other cars, as they're entering the corner so fast, you can't see around the corner. You mentioned Jeff makes heavy contact with the 18.
Kyle Busch was running.
Second position. Guys. I don't know that.
Was third, got caught up in it. See the damage to the 17.
Who is going to win now? Who is there to?
18 car at the end of the corner, right there. Left rear tires building. Left rear quarter panel damage. I wonder if something broke in the rear suspension. And was that, you know, we talked about the car driving bad and train.
God damn it.
I wonder if something in the trailer
Mad
arm, something in
dog.
the track car
This
mount,
kid sees the
something
list
broke
record
back
fucking
to
stop
the
being
car.
kids stop being Devin has shit
Comes into the
past
picture,
on too.
and at the bottom of the gears, he makes contact with the 18. I think he hit it dead on. If you look at the rear end housing in the 18 car, it's pointing really the wrong direction, not straight forward. The 46, he decided to go right.
Probably could have like came back to win if it wasn't a freaking 46.
Yeah.
Damn it, that's all there.
Big hit.
I know it says Michael on that, but it's just all there.
Talking about him having to have the race, have a winner. Take that opportunity away from him.
Well, you talked about the 31 having trouble. Kyle Larson had taken that points advantage all the way down to 12 and get in front of him in the chase standings to the 16th spot.
And he didn't do anything wrong, right? I mean, that's Bristol. You can get in a wreck, you had nothing to do with it.
See, Kyle was obviously disappointed. Good car. You know, really, until this mechanical issue, maybe that is why the foreman, we don't know if that's why Kevin Harvick has been able to run him down.
He knew something was broken. He felt it early on. Kevin Harvick out in front of Kurt Busch, Joey Logano. Kyle Larson, again, some damage with the 42 of Kyle Larson. Brad Keselowski is scored fifth. Carl Edwards, Jimmy McMurray, Austin Dillon, Jimmy Johnson, and Martin Truex Jr. also involved. Scored top 10.
We go underneath the right rear of the 13. So this right here is the truck arm you mentioned, Jeff. And then also back here, it's hard to see, but this is the track bar mount right here. Here's the mount itself. So any of those positions that break, as the track bar goes across right there, that's what holds the rear suspension in place, Mike. If any of that stuff fails, that's going to have that housing moving in the wrong direction. Mike.
Kyle just got out of the race car. What were you feeling inside the car?
Something breaking, obviously. I don't know, it's a shame. You know, the last few times we've been here, we've had really fast evidence Toyota Camrys, and we haven't been able to finish. You know, we've been having parts failures here, so something we got to address and fix. I'm really tired of losing races here with parts falling apart, so they'll hear about it on Tuesday. But the person that's really the biggest moron out there is the spotter of the 46 and the driver of the 46. I've been wrecking for half a lap and they just come on through and clean us out. That's stupid. So, I don't know. Frustrating day. Let's go home.
Appreciate your time, guys. Obviously frustrated, and you can understand why after leading so many laps this afternoon.
And that is the third DNF finish accident in the last 4 years.
Remember that 46? Only Mike Lynette had a substitute driver. Some heavy damage on the 78.
Justin Allgaier is driving the 46, Martin Truex Jr. A lot of damage on the 78. Kevin Harvick, how does he take advantage of this? He's got 139 laps to go.
We heard Kyle Busch talk about something breaking. He mentioned it was in the front end. It appears to me that it was something in the back. But look, the 22, the 11, the 78, they're all up top and slowed down. I'm a little surprised at the speed of the 46. I know things happen quickly here, but he definitely enters the picture in my mind a little bit quicker than some of the other cars. And then just hit the 18 sit there, which unfortunately for the 18, we don't know if what broke was fixable, but the two real big cars that are impacted were 78 and 42, Rick, because I feel those two would have been clean through Marty if the 46 didn't make contact.
Well, and that's what Martin Truex Jr. was saying. He said that he was very frustrated with what happened there. He said the left front, as you can clearly see, very damaged on that 78 car. Also some right rear damage where he hit the wall. Kyle Larson and his team talking through what they're going to do on the repairs coming up. They think they're still in contention. Larson says the steering wheel is straight. When the road opens up, they'll try and fix that 42 up.
Steering wheel being straight means that the suspension is probably not bent. There's a mark on the steering wheel that the driver can look at. And if the toe is messed up, there's something wrong with the steering, then to keep the car going straight, you have to turn the wheel to the left or to the right, and the driver can see that mark and tell that. So by him saying that the wheel is straight, that's a good sign, but there is still significant damage.
Well, now the challenge is, what does Chad Johnson do? He come in, put 4 tires on as fast as he can be to keep track position. Here's the look at the 46. You see the 18 sitting there.
Back it off. Back it off. I can't hear this thing right over here.
And then he can't let him in.
The ambulance going every bit as fast.
Hey, you know, I was going to say the same thing. I thought the 46 was fast, but Denny Hamlin was going the same speed as the 46.
And again, the 46 of Justin Allgaier had taken to the apron. He looked like he was going to go to the apron and then decide the last second he was going to shoot back up the track and just didn't clear the 18 of Kyle Busch.
So, Rick, what I was mentioning on the 42 is, does Chad Johnson just put tires on it and keep his track position currently in the 4th position with 20 cars in the lead lap, or with 136 laps to go, to give up those 20 positions, cave the car up and try and repair the downforce? You know, it seems obvious that you want to repair the car, but how much do you really improve it? Everything's kind of intact. There's a gap on the left front fender where the hood's wrinkled up, but you can sometimes, you know, track position might hurt more than any sort of repair you can make.
If the wheel's straight, and the spotter can see that the hood is not going to come off of it, the hood is right. Put 4 tires on it, man. You need to win a race. You need to have good points. And I just think that if it doesn't work, you're just not going to run well for a while.
Yeah, right. But you just said you need to have good points. So which is the right decision? Because say
You got to have great points. You got to have great points. That's if you're going to get it done. That's a better word, right? Great points.
And 13 points behind right now Ryan Newman for the 16th spot.
So what do we do?
Right, well, those are small decisions, right? You say, okay, keep our track position. You restart, and the hood blows up. On Monday morning, everyone say, Chad, what were you thinking? You should have repaired that car. If you tape it all off and nothing happens, you go back to 20th, you're on 20th the rest of the day. That's Chad. What were you thinking? You should have repaired that car. So these are the decisions that crew chiefs need to make over the course of the year that aren't highlighted with wins, aren't highlighted with, you know, glory on Monday morning, but these are the 13 points the 42 needs to gain. These are the decisions that could determine whether he's in the chase in 4 weeks.
Remember, they said they thought they needed to win. That will set their status.
And this all continues in a week. And NASCAR Sprint Cup Series heads to Michigan. Very high speeds there. 2-mile racetrack where we'll see speeds over 200 miles an hour when they enter turn 1 and turn 3. Kevin Harvick is going to bring the lead lap cars onto pit road. Now we'll find out what the decision is for the 42 to Parker.
Kim Harvick picks out the lead as crew chief Roddy Childers tries to be careful because oil has been cleaned out on pit road. It's been 4 Goodyear tires, only 6 gallons of Sunoco fuel with no adjustments, and a water bottle for Kevin. Marty? Parker, to answer the Moose question, they're going to do the best they can to fix the damage here in the time they have and try and not lose as much track position. So they're going to compromise here. They set the rear tire derriere and change her over the wall so other guys can go over the wall to make repairs. Chad Johnson calmly said, let's get 3 pieces of bare bond. Now you see those other guys going over the wall with the 3 pieces of bare bond, trying to take that hook down for Kyle Larson. Again, Jeff, wheel straight. That's a very big key point that you were making, Dave.
Third place, Logano, and fifth place, Brad Keselowski are on pit road. They'll get adjustments. Logano needs as Howard's building tighter loops depending on how he ran for the 2 of Brad Keselowski. Needs the front to work better. He's going to win this race. Joe Logano, Keselowski could be up front when the race starts. Kyle Busch involved, and the helmet throw once again at Bristol.
Oh, it's on now. Joey out of nowhere. He's got me on the high side. Dude, you just clean the wall? God, I don't know. How are you so much better than us?
Hey, Kyle, that NASCAR Heat Evolution?
Wait, who's playing the game then? Pre-order now at NASCARHeat.com. Rated E. So you're up and down, kid, look alive. You've been saving for a big man cave. Good luck with that. Make the most of your retirement plan. So better learn to drive that RV. So many things you're doing in your life. Nationwide is all the moves.
Appliances.
Come just be a guy.
I'm for fertilizer. You guys want to talk about fertilizer?
Don't go it alone. Sears appliance experts are here to help you find the top brands, including Kenmore. Sears, house experts for homeowners.
Ram has won countless awards. And we have best-in-class fuel economy, along with an exceptionally smooth ride. So, what does all this award-winning engineering add up to? Ram, America's longest-lasting pickups. Get a great deal during the Ram Summer Clearance Event. Get 0% APR for 72 months, plus an average $6,260 in total values on the 2016 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. What if you had a chance to choose a hero? What if you had a chance to be a part of a mission to change lives forever? Now you have that chance. An award to honor the very best of NASCAR fans. 4 finalists doing remarkable work for children. But only one cause can take home $100,000. Go to NASCAR.com/award to vote for the NASCAR Foundation's Betty Jane France Humanitarian Award, presented by Nationwide.
Hey, we're going back green.
Kevin Harvick came to pit road as the race
Who
leader.
should
Now
I
he is
be
back
worried?
in third.
I want a first-time winner.
Logano and Kurt Busch. They enter the restart
Dylan.
zone. We're back to
Someone
racing
hasn't
at
won for
Bristol.
a while. Someone hasn't won this season.
129 laps to go. Fuel is no longer an issue.
But I prefer a first-time winner.
Restart under review as NASCAR is looking at it. Kurt Busch trying to take that top spot away from Joey Logano. Brad Keselowski was able to get by. Oh, it's side.
Oh, Kurt Busch and Brad Keselowski. Oh, there's Blaney.
21 also involved.
Right here.
God damn it.
21 Kurt Busch got really loose off Al Larson. Also, a lot of damage as well as Brian Scott, the 44. So all the damage to Brian
We all got
Blaney, that's
Lewis
21.
moving out.
Who would come out?
First in front of us, they always pick up, give us front of us. Yeah, two blue ones, and I think we're done.
Little balls.
And So I'm not sure if he has front-end damage or not. He was very close. We see the 41 sliding there, and the 2 just slamming into the driver's side door.
Exactly right there, show how close it was. Joey Logano barely squeaking by with right side there. And Jim Johnson just thought.
Cleared it down low.
Hey, but good news, Matt Kenseth is involved. Woohoo! We don't have to worry about him winning now. Yeah, freedom!
It always amazes me. You heard Kevin Harvick get out of the gas, saw the accident happen, but then has enough just talent, really talent.
Oh, Johnson!
Back into the gas. Johnson for a big slide here. But, you know, enough talent to get back into the gas to drive through the wreck before they have a chance to get up and get him. The 24s, you have to mention it. It looks like some heavy damage to the hood of the nose. It'll be interesting to see if there's any damage to the cooling system. That's right up there in that area. Paul Menard hit the right front tire locked up. He got it Mr. Rick, so he made a flat spotter.
Yeah. Coming at us.
Got that everything. Right along the lane. Watch how quick this happens. So easy getting a wreck at Bristol. There you go. Look at Ryan Blaney done absolutely nothing he could have done.
And Hamlin hard on the brakes. Ryan Scott sliding in there late in the top there, 24. Dave.
Right front control arm, right front shock, right front brake lines being called for to fix this 2-car before Brad can get in the race again. And interestingly, Joey Logano wondering very much what everyone was seeing from the video because, he wanted to know what it looked like. He didn't feel like he got into the 41. Marty?
And Dave, the repair continues for the 42 car. Left rear damage now. Actually got the left front damage. Next you see the guys over the wall trying to pull out that damage from Kyle Larson. Steering wheel still straight for what that's worth, but clearly very frustrated with how this afternoon's going for the 42 car. They came in the first time, took on left side tires. This time they took on right side tires, and now they're trying to fix that damage. And Rick, you see all those cars involved in that wreck.
10 cars involved in the wreck on lap 373. Riding along with Casey Mears, this is what he experienced.
Ram has won countless awards. And we have best-in-class fuel economy, along with an exceptionally smooth ride. So, what does all this award-winning engineering add up to? Ram, America's longest-lasting pickups. Get a great deal during the Ram Summer Clearance Event. Get 0% APR for 72 months, plus an average $6,260 in total values on the 2016 Ram 1500 Nickel and Crew Cab.
With bacon strips, bacon jam, and bacon crumbles, it's a bacon lover's fantasy.
I know what you're thinking, but come on, it's one bacon three-way burger. What do you expect?
The bacon three-way burger, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Below me is Dale Earnhardt Jr. race car driver. But there's more to me than that. Also an animal lover. To my animals, I'm a whisper. Yes. Hey. Where are you going? I'm at a one that'll listen to you. Look. Hey. There's two I can always count on. That's Laverne and Vera. Come on, girl, speak up. Well, as you can see, we're making some progress. For protecting my pets and more, Nationwide is on your side. One life party is for everyone, man.
Women!
People of all genders. We don't care. We'll sell you beer.
We'll sell you a beer any day of the week.
NFL kickoff weekend on NBC Thursday. The Ravens rematch of Super Bowl 50. The Panthers visit Super Bowl champion Broncos. Then 3 days later, Sunday Night Football, the Cardinals host the Patriots. Parker.
Matt Kenseth back here in the garage, and Matt, Kevin Harvick actually came on our video, thought there was maybe oil even on the track. What happened down there?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think Kurt, I just watched the replay. I think Kurt spun out, but I saw the cars ranking and crazy
something happened to the 41 in front of us, and he got sideways. I don't know if he had contact with Joey or if he just got loose, but once he got sideways, we were already all kind of digging. I never saw him, so I was in his door. So heavy hit. Hope Kurt's all right. I guess we may hit him more to the left than to the door, but it's a shame. We've been working on auto straight forward, and we got it up towards the front. We had a lot of short run speed. We were hoping the race would play out that way in the end. We would have a shot at it if that was the case, but then we're here in the garage, so trying to get a finish out of it, but bummer day.
How tough was it without full use of the track bar adjuster?
Yeah, I don't know if something broke or what. We'll figure that out later, but the track conditions just keep changing so much. Hard to keep up with, and we'll do the best we can.
Brad's going to try to get back in the race if that crew can make the right repairs to the two-car guys. Looks like a modified right now. They've almost cut the entire front end off to Brad last week. Brad running up front in third. Now Joey Logano is scored as the race leader. And Devin Harvick will be running second. Parker.
Paul Menard is here in the garage. It looks like the team is going to work on the radiator. It looks like he got a puncture through the nose in the radiator. They're going to try and cut that radiator out.
Kids stop being, get the power, kids and cars, so
It's a decent day, not a great day, but running up to the top 15 for a good chunk of the day. And you can see, the nose is intact, but you can see kind of there's some damage between the lower grill versus the Chevrolet right there on the right side. So maybe a bumper car moving through and just, all it takes is a small hole. Once it puts the water pressure out, you can break an engine if you continue. By what there sounds to be cutting, I would say maybe it was thrown from the bar that hit back in the radiator.
21 and 41. Check with the police from the infield care center. 2017 continuing to work to try to get Paul Menard back out. Maybe the big crash. It looks like I have a whole new setup. Maybe while Logano and Harvick and Murray pretty consistent in the front of the field. See right behind the Murray of Jimmy Johnson, who was struggling earlier and came back currently running in fourth position. Edwards has been up front. Chase Elliott, we talked about, has some damage to the nose. We'll have to see how that continues. But the three of Austin Dillon, Jeff up there in the top 7.
Chris Buescher in 9th. Jeff Gordon working himself back up to 8th. So Greg Biffle 6th and 11th. Allmendinger 12th. So opportunity for a lot of teams.
You mentioned Buescher with the win, 12th now in Chase standings. As we look at the bubble, Larson was in position to close in on Newman. Newman's been having a bad day. Blaney, though, being involved in this most recent incident, 60 points below the cut line.
And that's really, you start looking at Blaney, Allmendinger, and Kane, perhaps even Bain, and looking at needing to maybe win a race to get in, Mike.
And Ryan Blaney just been released from the care center. What happened?
I don't know. I was watching replays in there, and someone got loose, and we were trying to make ground on the top, and before I knew that Tony went super sideways in front of me, I hit it pretty hard. So it's unfortunate. We had a really good car early and lost some spots on pit road, being in bad spots, and kind of lost our car a little bit halfway through, but we got it back, and I thought we were just starting to make ground up, and got in that wreck. So that's unfortunate. Thank you for getting taken forward. A load of crap. When they do what they do, just have to get a car from here. That definitely hurts, especially when we have a good car.
Had a good run going, too, Rick.
Yeah, he tried to go to the outside, looking as though he was going to avoid. But then as soon as he saw everyone checking out, hit the brakes and just out of time.
And the view we have is, a much better view than Brad has. And we could not see the start of the wreck from his car, so he could not see the start of the wreck. The first thing he saw was smoke, but at that point he was committed. So it's easy to say when he drove into that wreck, but he never saw the wreck start. If you don't see it start, you can't slow down.
Because of Chris Buescher breaking into the top 30 and getting into the 12th position in the chase standings, Ryan Blaney now 42 points lost for that 12th position fight.
Buescher's just left the care center as well. You were obviously right in the middle of that. What happened?
Just got loose amidst the bottom groove and missed it by a few inches, and drove the car at 101%, got loose, and it was away from me. Should have had it at that 99% level. That rosin, that VHT grip level on the bottom, if you don't hit it exactly right, you lose a lot of speed. So I hate it for my guys. I mean, we've completed every lap this year. I put it up on edge to try to win the Bristol night race, and overstep the line.
Thanks for telling me, Rick. You blame Kurt for driving as hard as he can, Rick.
Yeah, and obviously disappointed for Kurt Busch. Had a record going as far as lead lap finishes. Looks like that's going to happen today. NASCAR not stopping.
I was made in the shadows of greatness, shaped by the hands of legacy, forged in the fires of racing. I've been challenged, tested, and proven. But it's on that track, Earl. The truth is, what you're made of is what you're made to do.
Sonic Boombox gives you a lot to drive on. Yeah, me and Red Wing will be very proud of this. It's an honest view. And then you on the side, that's what's like. Yeah, very hot looking.
Try the loaded bacon ranch chili cheese coney in the $5 Sonic Boombox. This is how you Sonic. It's a hero. Justice is spilled. Bring out the real powerful tool that gives you options to fit your budget.
Today we're going to be comparing the roll-form ice rink steel bed of the Chevy Silverado with the aluminum bed of the Steel Bed. All right, let's drop. Let's see how the aluminum bed of this truck comes out.
That's all the go on craft here.
Here, aluminum. Now, here you go. Let's check out the Silverado steel bed.
Yeah, a couple dents.
I'd expect more dents.
Chevy clearly held out better than the Ford.
$5 Sonic Boombox gives you a lot to drive on. Yeah, me and Red Wing will be very proud of this. It's an honest view. And then you on the side, that's what's like. Yeah, very hot looking.
Try the loaded bacon ranch chili cheese coney in the $5 Sonic Boombox. This is how you Sonic.
This is not how you Sonic.
At NASCAR,
Don't let them fool
we find
you.
ways to make a difference. We planted trees so emissions can be cut down. We use Sunoco Green E15, clean ethanol blend to fuel race cars. And our waste oil never goes to waste. When the sun comes up, we put it to work. NASCAR Green. Visit NASCAR.com/green to learn more and see how you can make a difference.
This car's off, we're getting ready to go back.
Welcome back to Bristol. Back into the restart zone and back underway. Joey Logano on the outside. And Logano with a great restart. Kevin Harvick was on the inside line. Lost second to the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Guessing Rick Hendrick has to feel pretty good about seeing 48 of Jimmy Johnson back up in the top 5 and challenging for a win.
Murray got really loose on the bottom, stacked the bottom lane up. All members are all over him.
The bumping there by Kevin Harvick. He'll move the 48 out of the way. He'll take second.
Come on, Austin. We can do this. Sweep the weekend, right? Or for the race he ran.
Donald Harvick, Johnson, Dillon. Chris Buescher all the way up to 5th. A great run for the 34 car.
Well, Dillon, after winning last night's race, or Friday night's race, now worked himself up into 4th, battling Jimmy Johnson. Can he sweep this thing this weekend?
Right behind these two. The 34 Chris Buescher, the 6 of Trevor Bayne. We haven't talked much about Trevor Bayne, but everyone else had trouble along the top line of the standings because of what Buescher has done moving in. The 6 is now currently 17, trying to gain points.
Trevor Bayne trying to make it into the chase just outside that chase bubble. Bayne currently running in 6th position. Parker.
Up there in the 6th. This is a very successful day. This is the days they need. I talked to his crew chief, Matt Fuchsia. He said, look, I told Trevor we actually need to finish in the top 10 in every single race from now until the chase. We want to make the chase. That means getting runs like we're having today. Parker, Bob Osborne is switching patience all day long to Chris Buescher. And here he is in the 5th position.
Just wrecking.
For this young race team. And I asked him earlier this week.
Ah, there we go. Hell no.
I went to Texas, watched my sister's cars, helped my dad work on his own car. The man just focuses on racing. Very humble young man, and a impressive day so far, Mike. Marty, the Xfinity Series win that Austin Dillon scored Friday night has gone a long way for this team. Squadron Lammy told me earlier this weekend it not only gave them confidence, but also that Austin Dillon took some things from that race that they were able to apply mechanically to his race car to make it better today, and that may be paying dividends right now.
Big run for Kevin Harvick as he goes to the high side once again, trying to get by Joey Logano for the lead. Logano has led 33 laps counting. Kevin Harvick today 43 and side by side for the lead.
They keep swapping in. The 22 runs the bottom. And when they get to the other end of the racetrack, they swap. And the 22 goes to the
Time Harvick stayed up top.
Joey turning his car off and caused the wall to leave on the bottom. Like you said, he likes the bottom and wanted to, but I think Harvick's going to get a big run right here.
Mercedes put the bumper to the 48. Will he do the same thing to the 22? Return, he decides to go down low. But can he make that low line work? Joey Logano trying to hold on Harvick. Harvick once again to the bottom of the track. Will he be able to clear him this time? He does. Sheet metal damage to the right side of the 22. You can see a little bit of foam. That sheet metal damage is Kevin Harvick. Now is going to check out of Logano. Logano goes down to the bottom of the racetrack, but Harvick with the faster car now.
Watch this battle. Lead the 34. Chris Buescher has passed Ray Lawson Dillon, moved him into the 4th position.
Chris Buescher emotional. Great finish for Bristol in the spring. We saw also out of Matt Benedetto. Big finishes for them earlier this year at Bristol. Buescher trying to back it up once again today.
Now with the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse entering the picture. Back in the lead lap, remember he had to get a free pass. He got caught speeding early in this race.
Now Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to get by Austin Dillon. He'll make the pass. Stenhouse Jr. goes up to 5th. But we got high lines, 6 sparks coming out from underneath the 17 again. Austin Dillon has fallen back down to 6th. Jamie McMurray, AJ Allmendinger, Carl Edwards, and Jeff Gordon rounding out the top 10. So Kevin Harvick was able to get by Jimmy Johnson. And very close to the same thing. Getting the back bumper just entering the turn. Logano goes up high. Harvick makes it back.
And that was the goal of what Bristol Motor Speedway has done with the racetrack. A couple races ago, there was no bottom lane. Kevin Harvick would have had no option. He would have had to follow the 22 around the top of the racetrack. But that prep work on the bottom of the racetrack, I'm not going to say it's better than the top of the racetrack, but it's an option for Kevin Harvick. Use that option to pass through Logano.
Harvick out front. Joey Logano second. Jimmy Johnson third. Buescher and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the top 5. Dave.
Remember earlier in the race, it seemed like Joey Logano had lost his composure with his spotter, Tab Royd. They spend a lot of time together. They're kind of like brothers, and they work very hard at how they work on things. And the spotting department, you see Tab there in the middle in the Pennzoil uniform. Well, on Friday night, Tab took the night to walk around the track from that spotter stand to every turn on the racetrack, observing the Xfinity race, see what he can do to help Joey get better. He said, I observed a lot of things I couldn't see from way up there when I got down close to the track. And obviously, they've worked hard enough together to know sometimes you get mad at each other, sometimes you pull together and run second.
How much more we're seeing right now is competition. Almost the 15 of Clint Boyer slow on the track.
Caution's out for front Boyer. Caution's exactly what I wanted.
So this is the 8th caution at Bristol. Damage to the right side of that 15. 44. Right, Scott waiting for 3 passes.
29 laps, the tires will have that decision to make. When you come get tires, and you will take 2 to see when you're at the top of the racetrack.
This time, 2 tires involved for Mike Wheeler. Left side
back in position to be able to win this race. Yeah, that's a good quick way to fix it. When you have a loose wheel, it can damage the threads of the studs. You add a little bit of spacer, move the wheel out a little bit, just a little bit, so the lug nuts will have some fresh threads to tighten up against. But, you know, this is what we talked about. When you look at the point system and how it works, this 11 has a win. 2 wins, actually. So they know where they're at. They know they're in good chase. They want to try to win this race. That allows the crew chief, Mike the wheeler, to be aggressive with the 2-tire call.
With the wheel spacer, how far can you go? Because you can't go too far. Is there a limit as far as how wide the tires can be or how far apart they can be?
There is a rule, but if you add about 1/8 of an inch, even if you go a little over the limit, usually you could let NASCAR know you're doing it. This is why you're doing it for a safety reason. I've never seen them enforced an 1/8 of an inch during the race.
And we've seen all these incidences when it happens. And one of those guys has been a benefactor. 43 of our camera rolling. So these guys are in 12th spot right now, starting on the outside lane. So other people's problems have been his benefit. He Bruce Busher, he had trouble. Now he was running 4th. Now he's worked himself back because he got too close on pit road and they could not jack the car up the way they needed to. So hurt his track position.
Denny Hamlin from 2 laps down to leading the race. Let's see what he can do with it.
Hey, Hamlin's gonna predict it. Prediction show. Come on, Austin Dillon.
Kevin Harvick on the bottom of the track.
Oh, we're gonna smoking.
Tire rub. Bars behind. Speed through.
Brad Larson.
Back there. 42 of Kyle Larson.
Austin Dillon seems to get a better start than that. 42 was smoking, but Austin he started in a good spot, was not able to take advantage of it. He did not get a good start.
Johnson still running in the top 3. Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Austin Dillon, Jamie McMurray in the top 5.
Rivers 10,017 trying to make the 3rd lane work. We saw before that caution came out. He looked like he had a lot of speed. He's working the top of it. 19 cleared him. Now he's working the top of the 88 of Jeff Gordon, trying to get that track position back.
Yeah, the car he drove into the corner on Jeff Gordon. Looks like beat by 2 car lengths on corner entry.
Basically takes the middle of the corner and still has to drive off.
Take advantage of that and he'll take the position from Jeff Gordon.
Oh, there was someone that works for you, so I'm going to try. He does get in the corner. For Kevin Harvick, we know the 11 is on 2 tires versus 4 tires for Kevin Harvick. With 72 to go. That's just find a way around. Be patient. Leaving the top lane, Jeff. He knows the forward's faster. There's no reason to get super aggressive in contested position. He doesn't want to just hand it over, but at the same time, you don't want to get in an accident with still 71 to go.
Kevin Harvick to the high side, and he'll take the lead away from Hamlin. Harvick back out front. He's led 58 laps. Denny Hamlin 19 laps today. 8 different drivers have been out front. 20 lead changes. 70 laps to go. Now 69.
69?
Continues to run that high line.
Following running around with an 8-car camera. Look on the left side of the racetrack. You can still see that residue still on the racetrack. So even after 430 laps, it's still on the racetrack. It's still offering some grip.
Between 1 and 2. Kevin Harvick all the way back to Denny Hamlin. Jimmy Johnson hanging on for the spot, and the caution has come out once again. Once again, Mother Nature gets involved in this Bristol race.
So there's a little bit of rain.
Austin Dillon right now,
Caution for weather.
top 5, but if he's going to maintain that position, as long as there's pit stops, they may have to overcome some injuries. They've lost a crew member. The right rear tire carrier, Justin Voss, has suffered a leg injury, has needed to be replaced by a member of the 31 team. Brad Robinson is now here working with the 3 team, trying to make sure they don't lose any spots on pit road, filling in for an injured crew member.
So as the caution has come out once again for weather in Bristol, nighttime caution has been displayed. Kevin Harvick out front. Denny Hamlin running radar not showing any precipitation, but it is raining.
I mean, we've seen major storms come through the area for the last 2 days, but we've been watching the radar all day long. There's no spotted showers here or there, but nothing really that I've seen close or over the racetrack to see. I mean, under the Bristol Motor Speedway, you don't really see anything. So, I can't really say. I'm not going to say it. I just, we feel cursed, Rick.
Absolutely. It's amazing that it has happened once again, but the rain is coming down. So under caution once again. Fans have got to be just amazed. They've stuck with it all weekend. Once again, you look at the radar, you don't see really anything. But we do know that the precipitation is coming down. And you can see it on the cameras.
There's actually a lot of rain. It's Bristol.
Which, if it gets any heavier, they'll have to bring the cars back onto pit road.
That's called trotting. Put the cars on the racetrack as long as they can.
Let's race in the rain. Screw it.
Try to keep that heat in the racetrack. That'll help drive the track a little bit quicker. So people, eventually, if it keeps on, they'll have to.
It's one cloud. There's really one cloud. One dark cloud is above Bristol.
Yeah, I think it kind of falls over your head, Rick. Like the cartoon character, everywhere you've been, that dark cloud is over.
I was going to give credit to the mark, but don't like to do that. I didn't keep my job. Under 64 to go, and the question now is, how much further will they go with the rain coming down? And will it stop quick enough that we can get this back underway? Pardon?
Well, Rick, the crew chief had 4 car, Kevin Harvick. Rodney chose Rodney. He hadn't made many adjustments on that car. We got rain in the area. What's the plan from here? Yeah, the first beer Chevrolet has been good all night. We started out the race a little bit too loose, and we got it a lot better, and so far he's really happy with it. But just trying to keep our track position up there. The guys did a great job on pit road there. The last stop, the rebound from a mistake the time before, and just proud of their effort tonight, and hopefully we can take a second victory lane. Marty. Shell and Mike Wheeler, the crew chief for Denny Hamlin. When you were 2 laps down, do you think you'd be in the lead with, what is it, 60-something to go? Yeah. Well, things out of the plan, right? Well, that's the list, you know. It's one of those deals that I knew we were behind and wanted to try something, so we got a ton of minutes to be ready to do something like that. You know, gave it a shot. We still got a chance in the top 3, otherwise we're going to get in the 10th, you know, coming from behind, so pretty happy with our chances. What's your prediction on the weather here and how that's going to change things? I don't think it'll affect that much. You know, it's a very, very small shower. That'll be fine. Everybody thinks we're going back green, Mike. Off the Dillon looking for the Bristol sweep this weekend. As crew chief Slugger Labby, you've taken some pretty large swings in the car over the last few pit stops. How good have you got in the car? Well, we finally got it pretty good. We're just a little too loose right now. We're hoping that this heat cycle on the tires will really help us and tighten the car a little bit. But we were off at the start of the race, running, split it too hard, picking up a lot of the rubber. And we made a big adjustment there. Our rear tire carrier went down. We had to change in with Brad Robertson from the 31 team. But all we want is a shot, you know, to double up on the weekend for sure. Austin had a great night. Friday night, we're trying to win this thing here, but we're fighting hard with the Dow Chevrolet, and we were really 29th at one point, you know, about to get lapped twice, so we've come a long way. But I want to give a shout out to Johnny Seiler. He's the strength of us all at RCR. He's got cancer. He's battling really hard. We love you, miss you, Johnny, and you encourage us every day to kick everyone's ass. Thank you. Plenty of motivation in this round, Dave.
Carl Edwards appears to have been lucky enough to dodge the debris out there. Dave Rogers and crew chief, does he have the car to win this race?
It's going to be tough. You know, this Stanley Coated camera has turned out really good. We got us in 18 hours across the field. It stops the handle on a little bit. I don't think the car's driving as good as we need it to be. We have a lot of confidence in Carl Edwards and what he can do behind the wheel. We're going to give a run for the money, but I think we got to work that out. We keep getting stuck in this bottom lane. We keep giving up 2 or 3 spots on the restart, and that slows down our progress. But if we get the outside on these restarts, we know we can make some hay, and we'll give it a shot.
Going for it, if they can, the Bristol sweep this season, partner.
Jimmy Johnson's up at 3rd from being as far back as 26 this race. A lot of changes on this race car. Chad, do you have a race car that maybe win this race?
Yeah, I'm really happy with what Jimmy's been able to do with the Cobalt Chevrolet today. The car's been really solid. We were too loose at the start of the race yesterday. We came in and made some adjustments during that rain delay last night, and the car's been really solid all day long. We've been able to run up around the top pretty well. starting to get the bottom group figured out. It's been a good day for us. It's been pretty pleasant.
With the weather in the area, does that change any of your strategy here?
I don't think at this point in the game it's pretty late. I'd be really surprised if you stay in the top 5 hit for the rest of the night. I think everybody will probably stay out.
Checked out. So no more pits for the 48. Rick?
Parker. And again, rain has slowed us down once again. 9 cautions in this race. We go NASCAR nonstop.
Mike's sparks for this stuff. I can roll it, get it, set it. I can use jogging my seat, but some people can't do it. Just want to make sure this brain stays in hyperdrive.
Hey, we hear you. That's why AARP created Staying Sharp. It's more than brain games. It's a personalized 360 approach to brain health with assessments and tools that can help you keep your brain sharp. You don't think this is right for me when you think AARP? Then you don't know our. Get to know us at aarp.org/possibilities. Hey,
Hi.
you're the guy from Verizon who switched to Sprint.
I used to ask if you can hear me now, but it's 2016 and Sprint's network reliability is now at 1% at best. And Sprint is 50% of those Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile rates. That's why millions have switched.
Take that millions plus one.
That
Don't let a 1% difference cost you twice as much. Switch to Sprint today.
Marco, Polo! Marco, Polo! Marco, Polo! Marco, Polo! Marco, Polo!
Scusa! Ma io sono Marco Polo.
Playing Marco Polo with Marco Polo? Surprising.
Ragazzi, io sono Marco Polo. Sì, sono qui.
What's not surprising? How much money Amanda and Keith saved by switching to Geico.
Ah, Polo? Polo?
15 minutes could save you 50% or more.
Polo?
In this cauldron of fiery wells and burning competition, rivalry seemed a player. This is an oval of stolen victories and crushed dreams, filled with volumes of unfinished business. Sooner or later, you all become rivals. With that one fighting over one finish line, there's never enough glory to go around.
Back to Bristol. Coming up this week is NASCAR America. 6 o'clock. On Monday it'll be a 90-minute show. You guys will take a peek back at Bristol and all the action that's taken place this last weekend and look ahead. Of course, the Sprint Cup Series heading to Michigan. The Xfinity Series will go to Road America, back to road racing.
Remember going to Michigan, we've got different downforce package, so it's a little slip and slide over 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's good. Cars have had a lot of road racing this summer, but it's not over yet. Road America, it's like a classic American road course. They always put on a great show when they go there. Last week, we saw a little bit of racing in the rain. We had enough rain this weekend. Well, next week, if there's any rain in Road America, they'll put the wipers back on and give it a shot.
Talking about Busher, how well he's been running with the assistance of Roush Midway, but how about Ricky Stenhouse Jr.? He is doing excellently today. They're running 6th. Has the special paint scheme there, honoring Ryan Clausen, a good buddy of his who died back on August 7th. He was 27 years old. USAC midget racer, racing on dirt. His goal was to race in 200 races in 2016, and a little bit short. So Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Larson, both with helmets as well. Trying to pay respect to Ryan Clausen. So that special paint scheme on the side. And Clausen helping out with the Stenhouse Jr. today as he runs in the 6 spot. How about Austin Dillon in the position that he's running in before, Jeff?
A lot of cars and drivers with the front back are looking for their first win. Austin Dillon's going to make that today. He needs to do a little bit better on the restart. He's got to get himself in position. You see right here, he had the outside line, which is the line wall fence. Denny Hamlin leads. Look at the gap gets between he and Austin. Now Austin enters turn 1. Two car lengths further behind than he needs to, and now the 4 car Kevin Harvick does not have to race him. So, going into this next restart, Austin Dillon's got to do a better job. He's going to enter turn 1 right on the bumper. It'll be the 4 car, and he's going to have a chance to win this race.
And as we see now, Austin Dillon sitting on pit road. NASCAR part of the cars down pit road. He's going to bring the jet tracks out to put a little temperature in the track. But if Austin Dillon can win this first Cup week, it'd be a great weekend. Won the Xfinity race Friday night. Got engaged earlier in the week. He's having a whole lot going on. Friday night that he mentioned, I don't think he had the best car, but we saw Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski have good cars, get contact late, 22 runs out of gas. Really, Austin said, he was patient. He stuck around, gave himself an opportunity, and with the late restart in NASCAR overtime, he goes on to win the Xfinity.
The key in Bristol is having yourself in position. We've seen a lot of drivers in races that win very few laps, especially at this racetrack, because so many things happen. So if he wants to be back in victory lane, he's going to need to have a good restart, and then it's going to be hard to beat Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick's exceptionally fast, but if you're going to beat him, you first got to be in position.
It's been very strong. They're leading the drivers in the cars. Austin Dillon wanting to complete the sweep. It's been done 5 times in the Xfinity Cup Series weekend at Bristol. On Friday, he only led 4 laps during that Xfinity race to get the win. We'll be right back.
So they just red flagged it. Well guys, I just red flagged it, so I'm gonna stop this. When I have updates, I'll tell you guys, or if they go back green, I'll tell you guys. But I'm not sure if they're gonna call it right now or if they're gonna go back. I think they'll go back, but I'm not sure. So I'll see you guys later. I'll have updates for you. Okay guys, so basically this next clip right here, right after the red flag comes, or red flag is lifted, is gone. It skips straight to the end, where the end of the race. I don't know what's up with that, but here it is. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Fine, or what do you have?
Fine. Go.
Let's do this thing.
All right, Kevin got it.
Let's do it. Kevin Harvick, what a classic. Kevin Harvick just won at Bristol. A racetrack that every driver wants to be able to win in.
Clearly doesn't know what he wants to do.
Join him on a victory lap. What a day it's been for Kevin Harvick. He got here a little louder over lunchtime. They were hoping that this race would get underway at 1 o'clock. Rains came back, delayed it, and now the fans will have one more chance to honor driver the 14, Tony Stewart, his final Bristol start.
Why is Tony Stewart during burnouts too? And it's like, oh, what the hell? Oh my god.
Presented by Sonoma, fueling victories all season long.
They both drive very much alike. The rest of the drive. Do not take anything for granted. Work very hard.
Kevin Harvick will climb out, grab the checkered flag. Expecting a night race, a Saturday night race in Bristol.
donuts. Double donuts, guys. I think that's what I should call the vlog. Double donuts. That's awesome.
Now Kevin Harvick will make his way onto a very unique victory lane area. Actually atop the media center here at Bristol Motor Speedway. While he's getting up there, we'll take a quick break and be right back. Thunder Valley.
Practice went okay. Keeps pushing like that. What are you going to do? Here we go.
No taste. Did I end this yet?
I can't wait to share my gratitude.
No, I didn't. Okay, guys, this is where I'm going to end it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Stay strong, guys. Have a fantastic day today, and I will see you later.